Hello, and welcome back to another episode of No Quest for the Wicked. This time, we're doing a special little episode. We're delving into a new game coming out called Dirtbags, and we're doing it with some brand new friends. Would you like to introduce yourselves, brand new friends?
Hey guys, I'm Clarice. I am one half of Nerdy Nightly. We also play some fun TTRPG games on the Roleplay Relay, and I'm very excited because I know nothing about guns, so this is going to be great.
And I am Nerdy of Nerdy Nightly, as well as Roleplay Relay. I'm usually the dungeon master over there, and you can find us playing all kinds of games, trying out new stuff, and so excited to be trying a new game here because we do love getting into those indie TTRPGs.
I'm glad we could finally get you guys on the show. We've been itching to do this since we have seen your stuff and since we met you guys at Gen Con last year, and you were ultra lovely, so this is great. I'm glad we managed to sneak in your incredibly busy schedule.
Yeah, we appreciate it as well.
Hell yeah. So I'm going to give everyone listening a little breakdown of what Dirtbags is really quickly. It is currently kickstarting when this episode comes out. So if you're interested, and you should go check it out. But simply put, it is a rules-light cinematic sci-fi shooter RPG where players known as Dirtbags take on the role of convicts in a corporate-run dystopian world, coerced into the Military Foundation's Rehabilitation Incentive Program, or the R.I.P., with the promise of freedom and reintegration. Forced to endure relentless tours of duty, Dirtbags are expendable, thrown at every problem imaginable, from distant alien bug infestations and scab pirates to suicidal salvage missions, courier work, and anything else the Corporate Echelon demands. And I can't wait to throw you guys into whatever they demand.
Yay.
Which is going to be
It's a dystopic, not real world
yeah.
where we all work for corporations and are expendable. That's not 2025.
Yep.
Yeah.
Completely
At what
made
point
up.
does dystopian just become like, you're like, oh, it's next week.
I think we're close.
Yeah.
You're all working for Amazon and Walmart.
Yeah.
Yesterday, you touched down on an out-of-the-way planet filled with boreal forests and dark oceans. Today, platoons of dirtbags were shipped off on a mission. But not you. You were left behind because you're the F Squadron, the lowest of the low, even for dirtbags. Of course, staying away from the front is a positive. Staying behind, however, has its own issues. You've been breaking your backs digging latrines and trenches in the hardened earth of this planet, and you know that's the best of your duties. Later on, when the survivors return, you'll have to empty the latrines. But all that goes out of your head when you see the top brass coming your way. Time to arm up, dirtbags. You're getting deployed. Which means one thing. One thing
wait
only.
1 second before. I'm innocent, and the thing is, I didn't do it.
Yeah, I'm also innocent.
Yeah,
I also didn't do it. Yeah. I'm
Hold
also
on.
innocent.
I've got
for sure.
I've got the papers here, and it says, I don't give a fuck. And he presses a button, and all your collars give you a little jolt.
Oh, fuck, man.
Apart from cargo. He looks at cargo. You innocent too?
No, I can't read what that says.
You're corporal. Slaps a ribbon on your shoulder. Come with me. And you guys are led towards a waiting ship. And you know it's a drop ship. And you know that the reason you've been called to the front, which you have never done before, you have not seen proper active duty, only means one thing, and that's that squads A through E have died.
Well, shit, man. They're gonna send us out there after losing 6 squads. What if we're squad 7? What do they think's gonna happen, man? I've never even done anything wrong in my whole life.
Well, I wouldn't think about it too much there, Jelly. We're ready for the long vacation.
Thinking just gets you in trouble, just like reading. Don't recommend.
Oh, man. Well, the only thing I'm good at is thinking. My body don't work so good.
The guy leading you to the ship is about to hand you written orders, hears you guys say that, and just tucks them back away and whispers something to another guy, and he ushers you onto the ship. And the guy that comes in with you is he's 44 years old-ish, you know what I mean? He's wearing a suit that's quite nice, something you've never owned. And as the ship starts, he kind of looks you over as you're all sitting there in the bay. And I want to know a little bit about your characters. I think I'll start with the first person on my screen, which is Monster Truck. What do you look like? Why are you imprisoned? How are you doing?
Monster Truck is he's not a big man. He's about maybe 5'3" on a good day. He's got what looks like the front, like the front grill of a truck wrapped around his body, but underneath is like emaciated. You can count all of his ribs, but he's covered in. He kind of looks like his skin looks like a race car driver's jacket in terms of like all the tattoos that he's covered with of corporations, which he has gotten done to reduce his sentence even further, but like by minutes and hours. Like maybe like a big one across his chest got him a day. Everything else is like maybe shaved like 2 hours or a couple minutes off. Other than that, he's got like gaps between all of his teeth. They're practically black and rotting. He's got wispy hair, and he's wearing these big cargo pants that have like a double wrapped belt because he's so skinny. It's like gone around twice, and they look like they're about to fall off at like any sort of vigorous movement.
And when this guy looks at you, what does he see on your rap sheet?
I got 75 years for corporate espionage.
Okay. Cargo. What does he see when he looks at you?
Cargo is like maybe mid-30s, not particularly tall or particularly short, like very like the most average person, like dirty blonde-ish, like light brown hair that is an absolute mess. Like it, like some of it's probably like dreaded because she just has not bothered. And she's got these like dark eyes that kind of look past you at all times. Like she is not fully paying attention. This blue ribbon on her shoulder that says corporal that is the only color she's ever worn in her entire life. So this is very shocking.
And what are you incarcerated for?
Corporate espionage and tax evasion.
Oh, hell yeah. Crimes I can get behind. Dave, when they look your direction.
Yeah. So Dave is an older gentleman, like way too old to be at this as long as he has been. So he's probably like, I'm going to say like 63 years old, but he's got that abnormal ripped old man energy to him. So like he's very thin, like he's not a big man, but he's got like abs on abs. You can see every muscle in this man's body. He's got long hair, like down to his knees, just like greasy, long gray hair that's just sort of like flying free. And if you look at him, if you can actually see his eyes are bloodshot. This man looks like he hasn't slept in years. His rap sheet is medical malpractice. So he is wearing a lab coat, a dirty doctor's coat, and aggravated assault.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's linked?
Probably. Yeah. Someone just looked at him the wrong way one day, asked for something he couldn't do, and he just went to town.
And last but not least, Jelly, as he looks a little unsettled by the group before him. You could tell like he's not in military regalia. He's just in a suit, and he's looking at this screen, and he's looking at you guys, and he looks at you.
Well, I think that he like takes everyone else in visually, and while he's looking down everybody else, he's just hearing this like running chatter from Jelly, who's just like pulling up his shirt. He's like, so like I've only been in prison for like 3.5 months. I've only been stabbed like 2 times right here. It hurts so bad now, like I can't bend like to the left this way. You're probably wondering why I'm so small to begin with. The thing is, my mom, she like birthed me on the factory floor, and like sometimes those babies, they get like tossed out. So she hid me inside of a machine, and that's where I grew up. And so I got kind of weird and skinny and lanky as I grew up inside the machine.
I don't need to know all that. It's actually all written here. I'm Clyde, by the way. I'm going to be Clyde. I'm like your liaison. Like I'm your man in the chair. Look, I'm pretty new to this. I'm an intern. My dad really wanted me to get a job before I took over the company, so just be easy with me.
Where's your chair?
It's like it's in the front actually. I'm going to be going up there, and like the ship's already in motion. You guys are heading off, and you know that basically whatever conflict is on this planet somewhere, and you know that it is a drop ship where it'll launch you down in pods whenever you get there. My chair's up front. Don't worry about that. I've been told to, and he like starts looking at his tablet, like let you know the situation and to welcome you, Squadron F. to your mission and to tell them that everything's fine and they don't need to be worried. I mean, to tell you everything's fine.
Yeah, Clyde, I just want to say, like, man, if you look at my rap sheet there, I was brought in for embezzlement and identity theft, but I never had no money for anything, and I just don't understand how I can have done those things wrong. I'm so fucking innocent, man. I've never fought it. I'm so small. I don't know what you expect me to do out there. I can fix stuff.
Yeah, you're probably going to die first. I don't.
Every conflict is a problem that needs fixing, and democracy needs fixers. And we're trying to fix you through the R.I.P. So,
okay.
And he just is saluting for some reason while he's saying this.
Jelly goes to salute back and pokes himself in the eyes, fuck, man, nah. I'm so bad at it.
Cargo turns to Monster Truck and Dave and is like, so this means I get to put the small one in the front, right?
Exactly. Cargo here is going to be in charge. You've been newly deputized. Nice. I do have to warn you that it is only for this mission. This is not a guarantee of a pay rise, a reduction in sentence, or anything. But hey, corporate ladder, it's always a step up. So I think, if you really prove your stuff, maybe I could put in a word. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. Anyway, so we're going to be there soon. I just have to let you know what's going on. We got mission objectives. There's rogue people, and this mission has been there's tags. Hold on. And he presses a button and it puts up, it says #cannibals on the side of the screen.
Okay.
So there's cannibals, and he presses another button that says #grave desecration. So those are the two tags that have been assigned to this mission. And you're going to have to go
eat dead people.
I'm not at liberty to disclose that. But so obviously,
it's our mission. Is our mission to eat dead people, or are they?
You said we got to eat dead people?
You want us to desecrate graves and eat them?
Are we eating dead people here, Clyde?
Hold on. He pressing the earpiece, and he's like, "Are they the cannibals?" No, sorry. The target has been issued the tags. The mission. This is why we're the democratic force.
Oh, you found some cannibals.
Oh, okay, good, because I'm not hungry.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So
I could eat. I could eat.
I mean, I could eat too. I haven't
so
had
going
in a while.
Killing the cannibals, making the graves for the cannibals, and then desecrating them.
Hold on. He's like, are they taking the grave? No. Okay. No. These people have done these crimes, and we're here to stop them for democracy. You have two mission objectives. You have to kill Harren Bergman. He's a rogue scientist. Cannibal, and bring his research back to the MF. And he hold on. He rustles in his pocket. This is a smart gun. When you shoot him in the face with this, it will send a signal which will bring in an extraction ship, and that's going to be your only way out. So don't lose this, and make sure you shoot him in the face.
Jelly immediately for it.
Cargo slaps Jelly's hand away and
my good hand
takes it.
Any questions? Because we're almost
there.
Yeah,
I have a really big question. How did the other groups die?
Well, they're probably still okay.
No, they're dead. Clyde, don't fuck with me, Clyde. They're dead, okay?
They're definitely dead, yeah.
So,
because you would have the signal from the milk around the neck, right? The thing that makes the hit goes boom.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So where did they die, Clyde? Where do we avoid?
He pulls open a map, and you kind of see it for a second. It's just dots all over this map, and you're just like, there's nowhere that seems particularly dangerous.
Well, was it cannibals that got him? Was it something else? Is there anything in the woods?
Hey, dude,
do you guys know anything? We have spaceships, and we don't have a radio. No one radioed in, Clyde.
There's been some interference.
Dave, you're talking to an intern. Technically, this guy makes less than we do.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, I am a paid position. I make millions a year.
Oh, then I don't give a fuck, then, Clyde.
Oh, all right. So it's
wow,
a paid
things
internship.
Get better in the future? That's crazy.
My father owns one of the biggest companies. It's fine. It's fine. Look, we're pretty much there. Get in the drop ship. I'll be in your ear. We're gonna get through this.
So you're in their ear and you can't tell us what happened to them?
Oh no, those guys they're elsewhere. They're getting more reinforced. I mean, you probably won't need those.
Okay. All right. Whatever, man.
Wait, so can you remind me, we got to go kill Harren
Aaron
What the fuck
Bergman.
is his last name?
Aaron
Bergman.
Bergman, and we have to eat him and then bury him and then
Shoot
shit on his
him.
grave.
Yeah.
Wait, but what? Is he going around like yelling his name? Like, how do you want us to know who Aaron Bergman
That is a great question, Jelly.
Does he have like a
Is he gonna have a name tag?
Yeah, you said he was a scientist. Is he wearing a lab coat?
Most scientists do have name tags and lab
Shit,
coats.
I can't read.
You don't think he would take the like lab coat and the name tag off to eat human flesh? I feel like if I was like dining on human flesh, I would be like, you know what? Maybe I don't need to wear my work clothes. That's an off work hours kind of event, you know?
Yeah, but if you're a cannibal, is your job eating people?
I can't speak to cannibals and how they do what they do.
What's a lab coat but just a mobile tablecloth?
Oh.
That seems likely, Monster Truck. Good job.
That's a
He
really
slaps a
good
ribbon on your
point.
shoulder. You're second corporal.
Ooh,
Second in command. Your cargo, don't worry, you still got it. But
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
he pulls a picture out of his thing. He's like, we believe this is Bergman, and it's just this like gaunt looking like white guy with like messy brown hair.
That's gonna be every person on this planet, I think.
Wow,
man. I
yeah,
don't-
that's not really helpful at all.
not at all. I'm hoping for the
Oh,
lab
we're
coat.
here. Best of luck. And he shuffles off into the front, and you guys you get your loadouts and stuff. I assume you already armed up on the way. And there's this like ultra cramped pod where you have to do like knee Tetris to like really just like fit in.
Jelly has no problem. Like the three of them are all like jockeying for position, and I like slide into one of the seats, and I'm out of everybody else's way as I'm just like so thin and like lanky, but like I'm like 5'5", but I look like the length of like Stephen Merchant's height, just like shrunk down by a few.
I'm also a little guy. I feel like you and I are in like one seat.
I'm
We're
also
just,
not
like,
a big guy.
holding hands.
The smallest guys. How big's cargo?
Like the most average.
Oh
Like,
yeah, damn! It's the
5'6",
only time.
like-
Yeah, the average
Yeah.
height of our group is like 5'6", 5'8" max. Like we're not.
Yeah, I might be the tallest.
You might
I don't
be,
know.
Yeah, definitely.
We were tasked with being Group F because they were like, well, if something's on a high shelf, this group can't reach it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have a mobile step stool for them, so
No, we gotta like pyramid. Yeah, we gotta like
drones, but
lift.
we don't have a way to get them up 6 inches.
Yeah, finding a ladder should be like number one on our to-do list, just in case.
We just look like a dirty trapeze troupe.
It's like the only time you guys have been in one of these pods and it hasn't sucked. Like you get in, you're like, oh, okay. And the second
Really?
later, you guys just start plummeting to the planet below. And if you've been in one of these before, because you probably did drop pod training, it felt better the last time. You know they've since been sponsored by a different company that has cut corners. And it's rattling and it's shaking, and like a screw, just like you see it work its way out of the wall and just like bing, 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 right in between you guys.
And then starts playing, and we have to like listen to like Coca-Cola now in 6 flavors.
Literally, as it starts to get hotter and hotter and hotter, and it kind of feels like you guys are about to go up, and then all of a sudden it starts to get, luckily, a little colder, and you hear, "This trip has been sponsored by Eastmore Shipping. We'll get you where you need to go, and we'll get what you need where you need to be." And then you guys hit the ground, and the doors go and open up, and you see this like thick forest, but like you're near kind of the edge of it, and in the distance you see smoke, and a little like screen on your wrist just like pings, and there's like a little objective marker that like says you're that way.
Okay.
Oh, good. Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
Corporal, do we just go the way intended, or do we want to take a little side track, or do we just want to go straight to it?
Is the pinging the direction of the smoke?
Yeah.
I'm a level with you guys. I have never really had to make any decisions before ever. So I actually think we should probably do what we're not supposed to do, because it's probably what the other squads did and they got killed.
That's a great
So-
idea.
Damn.
But then won't they blow our heads off?
You hear,
Yeah.
Jelly, if I was there, I'd slap a ribbon on you. I am here to inform you that we have geolocked your necklaces, which of
Okay.
course, as you know, are more of a collar, really. Necklaces are kind of what I wear, like gold chains. It doesn't matter.
God, I hate
So
you
they're
so much,
geolocked
Clyde.
to the place that we're sending you, which is the lab, the cannibal lab. So if you don't get there in the next 3 minutes, your collars will explode. And if you leave without shooting Bergman in the face with the smart gun, they will also explode. Just a quick refresher.
Hey, voice in my head. I'm not saying that we defect.
It's Clyde.
I'm just
It's Clyde from earlier, like the shit.
Clyde, sweetheart. You know, I think that
sprint running towards the smoke.
God damn it! I think we should just veer off like a little bit to the west.
Left. Yeah, west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like go around instead of straight for. I mean,
Jelly starts to veer slightly to the left in front of you guys as he just keeps running.
there we go.
All right.
See, look, we're going, and I start like jogging. I'm like, come on.
On your little screens, you see like this, like kind of like pixelated like building. It's just like a little house symbol with a circle around it. That's like safe area. And then at the bottom, just like a 3-minute timer ticking down.
Cardio time. Yep.
Oh God.
You guys catch up to Jelly so fast as it is a no bones day. And after getting stabbed in prison in his first month, he's like out of breath almost. He ran like the length of a city block, and you catch up to him, he's like, it's so much longer than the yard that was like 15 feet across, and that's about a lap of that was about all I did every day. Oh my God.
What is Jelly's bone score?
Oh, it's a 0. It is a hefty no bones.
I think you need at least a 1 to be able to move.
Well, I got shanked.
Yep, 0 bones.
I had to take a -1 to something, so he's got no bones. He's running as he's like an asthmatic child who like lived hid from like Foreman inside of machines.
That means in combat you can't move.
His lungs are so fucked up.
That's incredible.
He's so small though, guys. He weighs like 46 pounds. Like I didn't really describe him well because I also got, when I was rolling my things, I got loudmouth, so I have disadvantage on stealth. I've been trying to live up to what I rolled. He as you're running up to him, you see he is like 4'8", and you're not quite sure how old he is. He also is not aware of his age, but there's a good chance this is a child.
I was about to say, I think this is just a child.
He's got
like an 8-year-old.
Just a weak shanked child.
Oh no!
He has like weird chemical burns on his arms, and like he grows no hair on the top of his head, but he has like a weird like neck beard that looks like it's like caused by like radiation. And so it's this weird mutated child who's just trying to run, but his gauntlet arms can't. And he keeps drifting off to the right because that's the side his like submachine gun's on, and it's too heavy for him. So it's like pulling him off to the side. He has to course correct.
Jelly, we said to the left. Do you mind just swing the submachine gun to the other side, and you'll be good.
He swings it around his body and just immediately face plants. He's like, "Oh, it's so much weight." He gets
the swing of it like lifts you into the air. And like, it does mean you're not going to be able to take movement actions in combat, or I think at all technically.
But no, it's okay. We're living with
so
it.
rules is written.
We're here.
But we're gonna roll with it. Don't be angry at me, Jean-Luc.
I'm just an engineer. You guys, I can fix fucking anything. You just like push me in that direction. Let me catch a strong wind, and I'll get to where I need to be.
If we push you, you might pass out.
Well, we gotta take risks.
Cargo glances at the timer, which is looking dangerously low, and grabs Jelly by like the scruff of the neck and like hoists them under her arm. She's also not very large, so Jelly's weirdly long legs are kind of dragging on the ground, but they are moving slightly faster to get to their destination.
Such a woman. This is amazing. My best day ever.
We're all gonna die.
Jelly's movements in combat are going to be either not happening, in which case you guys will be responsible for transporting them, or at severe disadvantage. But we'll work with that when it comes to it.
I didn't know that when I built this character.
We need to find rope. Just tie it to him and drag him.
Just balloons, so I'm floating.
The cannibals are having a birthday party.
We can become like 2 units in a trench coat and just have Jelly on top.
Or a lab coat.
Who's the Groot to my rocket?
Well, we're all like very small people, so it's not going to be very effective.
Yeah, 2 of you would need to stack to be the group.
Yeah,
to
the
your
3
rocket.
of us stack up so that Jelly can get on the top.
Yeah.
Oh God! All right, let's all go die.
You get nearer to this compound as you start seeing the distance. It's like this kind of like prefabricated. You've seen it where like they make hasty like military bases where they're like these steel like prefab units that like slot together. And you can see like smoke rising from like all different sides of it. And even like already you can see these like winged kind of like insects like circling above and like scattered dead bodies as you approach. And once you get inside the safe radius, you see that there's like a main approach with these like concrete bollards like blocking off vehicle approach with like barbed wire like wrapped around the top of them. Like scattered dead bodies of what you recognize as dirtbags at the bottom of this ramp, and what looks like a destroyed gun emplacement at the top, and scattered bodies of people you don't recognize. But they don't seem to have uniforms. They seem to be just kind of wearing like a mishmash of different uniforms and shit.
Are there any extra magazines around?
This is just, you're seeing it from a distance. If you want to go over, you can definitely see if there are any additional magazines.
Hell
or
yeah.
if you wanted to circle around, whatever you guys want.
We're in a forest, right? I would like to, if I can, scale up a tree, because I have a scout rifle, so I would like to get a little bit higher and then use my scope to sort of like do a quick check to see if I can see anything from sort of like at level of where the ramp is.
Oh yeah, give me an action roll. So the way this game works is pretty simple. There are two essentially like pools you can use. One is actions, so it's kind of the sum of all your abilities. You roll. If you get a 4, 5, or 6, it's a success. But the ones you roll that aren't successes are taken out of your pool temporarily. So it is kind of like this resource management, like how much do you gamble, how much do you want to lose, kind of like that's what's really fun to me, is you're always trying to figure out how to keep the like your resources like ready.
Yeah.
And then the other pool is your ammunition.
Yeah, because
which
right
depends on
now
your gun.
Dane could choose to roll all 5 of his actions if he wanted to.
I actually have 6.
Holy shit,
Ooh,
Dane's
yeah.
breaking the game,
Me
dude.
too.
Anti-jelly.
Holy fuck, I've only got 4. Because when I got shanked in prison, I lost one of my ability points. So I also lost one of my actions.
I don't think this is too important. I'm going to do 2 of my action
God.
pool.
Why did we send Jelly to the front?
I got 1 success and lost 1, so
Okay.
1 goes in my reserve.
Yeah, as you're able to like get up this tree pretty handily. You're pretty small, so you're able to like, it's pretty thick branches, but you can like weave between them as you get up top and you start to train your scope down. Are you looking on the ramp? What are you looking at?
I want to, because I assume if we're at sort of like the base and up the ramp, we can't really see sort of like the level. You know what I mean? Like looking up at something is more difficult. So I'd like to at least get at the level of where the ramp levels out or a little higher, just to like get a better glimpse of sort of the approach past the ramp. I do want to note that my scope is actually a telephoto lens hooked up to a camera, and the trigger of my gun is like a shutter.
Okay.
And that's just, in my mind, that's what I got caught for corporate espionage, was instead of being like a sniper, I took pictures of people doing things. It's still
Okay,
a gun,
cool.
though. Yeah, I want to look and see if I can get a little bit more of a lay of the land, since I'm now at level of the ramp.
Yeah, you see these bodies, and what you can tell is like a few of them are nearer to you, and they are headless, and they don't have collars, which means they were fleeing dirtbags who went past the kind of like the established zone and were exploded for, fleeing. A little further on, you see a bunch of people who've been gunned down or blown up. You see 2 roachlings nibbling on the, I almost said nuzzling on the bodies. Ooh, that's a whole different game. Nibbling on the bodies on the ramp. Like these are like torso-sized cockroaches. There's a few vehicles that are like smoking that like it appears were used for cover by the defenders. And then in the dark kind of like cracked open door at the top of the ramp, you momentarily see like the glint of like a scope.
Ooh. I whisper down to the group below me and I say, looks like we've got at least 2 creepy crawlies on the ramp, and then someone is certainly looking back at me the way that I'm looking at him, if you know what I mean.
Do you have a shot?
Do I have an angle on the guy in the scope, or was it like I saw it and then he was gone?
you saw like he's in the darkness of these doors, like the lights aren't on inside. So you momentarily saw a glint. You didn't know if he was looking at you or not. You could fire where it was if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't have a shot, but I assume he's still there.
Okay.
I do have an angle on these little creepy crawlies though. So if you want me to try to take at least one of them out to cover our approach, but I do go loud. I'm a loud man.
Are there any like bodies closer to us than the roaches? Like, or are the roachlings sort of amongst all the bodies?
The nearer ones to you guys would be the ones whose heads have been detonated by their collars.
I was thinking we get a body part and we just throw it like fetch, and we send the roachlings towards the other guy.
Oh, like lure them into the house.
Yeah, throw like a leg over the roach's head into the house with a guy with the scope, so at least the roaches go in there to cause a diversion.
Well, you have the most muscles, so how's your shot put skills?
They could be better, they could be worse. I used to shot put babies to their mother's arms back in my old day.
Oh, great. That's perfect. Yeah, do
practice?
That could be.
No, that's just how he delivers babies.
Just eating babies?
Just eating babies.
I only got to watch the television like 2 times, and that was on one time. It was a good show.
It was a good
Really,
show,
like,
yeah.
good sport.
Are there any stray limbs in the close vicinity?
Yeah, like how far away is the closest limb?
I'm going to say if you want to do this, it's going to be reflected in your action roll, right? So you're going to have to roll. One action will get you there. Second action will get you a limb. If your second action doesn't come through, you're not going to find a limb. But it is, to put things out in the open here, it's a pretty hard toss from where you're at to where the doors are. And there are a lot of bodies, so the possibility that you attract these roaches' attention and get them in there means you're going to be rolling with disadvantage.
We can tell it's a classic episode because Nal doesn't want Ryan to have any fun.
Hey, no, you can do it. I'm just telling you the stakes.
Oh, yeah, it's just really hard, Ryan. Your cool idea is actually really difficult. All right, whatever.
Jelly has a cunning of 3. Can I propose a roll where Jelly sees if there's a path to a limb that's a little bit safer, and I could go get a limb for Dave to try and throw?
You can't move though.
No. But I use my cunning to devise a crawling path.
Get me a better path. Make it maybe easier
I'll say
on me.
What's your cunning? A 2?
My cunning's a 3.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're so smart that I'll say you'll give him advantage on his approach, so he'll be successful on a 3. Because you can tell, you're looking, you're like, the guys nearby, you could see heads are blown off, but like it's a pretty contained explosion, so the odds of them, like the other limbs being like, damaged by that, pretty low. But like further on, where it looks like you can recognize like the shrapnel patterns of like grenades and like light machine gun fire. So you're like, yeah, it's pretty good odds that there's going to be, so you'll get advantage on your movement.
Jelly's like looking around, and he's like looking at the guys who blew up, and he's following the paths that their heads would have gone. He kind of walks over, finds a piece of a jawbone, looks back, he's like, hey, this guy still had a couple of real teeth in here. And he pulls one out and he like rubs it and plucks it right into his own gum. He's like, I almost got a full set again.
All right.
That's awesome. Guys, this is the best day ever.
As your doctor, I can't really recommend that, but
I got a doctor now too. Look, everything's coming up, Jelly.
Damn, it's really hard to get a family doctor.
Yeah, honestly, I need one. So, Dave, are you taking applications?
Yeah. Just send them the old dirty dog Dave.
Such a niche joke for Canadians.
Okay, so I guess does Jelly need a roll? Did Jelly roll to give me that path?
No, Jelly just gets it because Jelly's smart.
Thank you, Jelly.
By lending you your help. I will say also, Jelly, you're so smart for some reason. You know a lot about bugs. It's very unlikely that these roachlings are unprotected. Like they're like kids. The mom's probably around.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
You know how the 3 of you are going to protect me and keep me safe in this adventure?
Probably, yeah.
I'm small and helpless.
Well, we're all, once again, not that big, but okay, yeah.
Well, those roachlings, they're a lot like me. I see something in them. I catch the vibe.
Roach.
Those are baby roaches. And somewhere nearby, there's going to be a mama roach.
Oh, I hate everything about this day.
And on my Zune, I got Papa Roach.
Damn it! I wanted to make a Papa Roach joke.
A Zood
You're each
Papa
allowed
Roach
to
joke. That was
program
on my
one
bingo
song.
card.
That
Into your
speed
collar.
right there, that's that 3 cunning coming at you.
There you
monster
go.
truck.
All right. Okay, hold on. Maybe there's another option here. If we can, is there a way for us to get the mama roach to think that the people in that shack are the ones targeting the babies? Like, but how do we make that work and not just piss them off at us?
We got to be careful. We might want to use that as a last resort because I heard they'll cut us to pieces.
How's our timer doing?
Well done.
Yeah,
Well done.
I think
This has been
You're
fun.
just inside the area, or else you would all
Oh,
be
so
dead.
it paused? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I was like, wait a minute.
we've just been shooting
Cool.
this shit for.
Clyde does call you, and he's like,
Jelly and Monster Truck are just making Papa Roach jokes, and just our heads explode.
"Yeah." Everybody,
Worth
roll your new character. No, you do
Yeah.
hear Clyde being like, "So, I know you guys are new. The area that you're in is like a temporary
Okay.
area of safety. It'll start to decrease just to motivate you guys, just to really make sure it's not. We don't want you to get your heads popped. We do want to motivate you, and we find it's really effective. So."
I understand that, Clyde, but 6 fucking teams died here, and we're trying to be successful for you. So,
Okay, well, you need
I'm just
motivation. I
saying, if
think.
you give us a fucking second, maybe we'll be able to do what you need. All right?
Okay, I've just docked your pay, Jelly, for that language.
Okay, new plan. Monster Truck, you still have a line on. You're still up in the tree, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to do a quick sprint across this way here. Maybe the guy will take a shot at me. He'll become available. You take a shot at him. And then maybe he shoots first. Loud sound. Scares roaches. Scares Mama Roach. Maybe scares Papa Roach. And then maybe it's a one big thing. So I think we get this ball rolling.
Yeah, copy that. I get my gun.
I
up
don't
and I'm
have
ready.
a gun. All I have is this large chainsaw sword thing. So
Do you actually have a chainsaw sword?
yeah, I rolled. I think it was because of an aggravated battery. I had to replace my starting weapon with the chainsaw sword.
That's so good.
It is, except that everyone else has a gun, and I have just the chainsaw.
I love that
So-
you guys are highly optimized.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Corporal, I just gotta ask: is that okay? I know that Dave just made a plan, but you're technically in charge.
Oh
and
yeah,
so,
you're technically in charge,
Cargo.
Cargo.
I just want to make sure that we're not going over the chain of command here.
Yeah, if
and
you want to be the
disrespect-
one to run into danger, please go right ahead.
No. I'm good. That's great plan. Thumbs up.
All right.
Corporal approved.
Wow, look at that. That's leadership. That's
that
leadership.
is doing a great job,
You're
Cargo.
welcome.
Chain of command
Unreal.
here is smooth. Did you hear that, Clyde? We're doing a good job.
Cargo pulls out a shotgun that looked like it would literally throw Jelly back 16 feet.
I just wanted to say chain sword of command. Never mind. Yeah, you good plan. Go ahead. Cargo. That's why you're my number
The
one.
humor you get when your father's rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't get much. You don't get the joys of life, you know?
You really have to struggle to be funny.
Jelly, that's kind of demoralizing talk. That's gonna be another 5 credits out of your pay. Just actually, I'm gonna give that one to Cargo. Cargo, you get an extra 5 for being a good team player.
I mean, she's the corporal. She should get a raise. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Jelly, that's some really good team spirit. You're gonna get your 5 back. I'm sorry, Cargo, but good. No, keep that attitude, Jelly. We like
Cargo,
that.
Cargo, don't worry. I'll give it to you, Cargo. You've been carrying me this whole way. Honestly, I'll
Jelly,
give you money.
that's undermining kind of my authority. So you're gonna lose again, Cargo. You're back in the 5.
You're kind of undermining yourself here. I feel like you're talking too much. You're like
Yeah.
a half of a horse, and it's just not a good look. But you're
I'm
like
just-
ass end. You know what I mean? It's like
the area has
Japanese, where you
shrank.
read from right to left. Clydesdale.
You've got 10-second warning.
Okay.
Go.
So, I'm going to roll an action to sprint across in this guy's clear range of view and get to somewhere where I at least have some cover.
Are you just doing one action to run, or are you action to run, action to grab it?
One action to run. I'm going to go action to run, action to hide, and then we'll see
Sure.
what happens after that. So that would be like a bones and a cunning, I guess, is hiding, right?
Nope,
like
2
just-
bones.
I only have 1 bones.
Well,
Well, I guess I'm just running. I'm just going to run.
Well, I guess it depends how you're hiding, right?
I want to
Is it like, are you
cunning,
being
cunningly.
cunning? Sure, you can. If you give me a pitch, what do you do? What smart way are you hiding?
Well, like, once again, I know where the sniper is, so I want to sort of get into like a palm tree or like boreal tree. So like, I guess a pine tree shadow, and like I got crazy hair, so I want to blend in like a bush. A big gray shaggy bush.
I can't think of anything more cunning.
Of course. Hit me with it. I will say you do get your advantage on the approach.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 2 actions then for the approach. Both successes.
Perfect. So yeah, you get up there and you're standing in the shadow of this tree, and your hair is in front of you, and you look like a tree somehow.
And so the first thing he sees, like, I want to be very obvious first. So the man with the scope looks down and he sees this crazed old man with shaggy, almost like hair, like with a chainsaw in his hands, just like run across a path for like a quick second.
Do I see the scope?
So he's going to be on alert now.
Oh yeah, that's the point of this. Is that I want him to take a shot.
I see his scope follow him.
Well, he hid, so you see a scope like flash again. But yeah, what's everyone else doing? Because things are going to start happening.
If I see that glint again, I'm going to take a shot at that dude.
All right, cool. We're going to enter initiative then. You guys all go together unless you're surprised, in which case there are other rules. I'm going to, take that shot.
Okay.
It's going to be with disadvantage because you're firing into the dark.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I'm going to... I have the ability called Greased, which allows me to use my single fire firearms as semi-automatic.
Cool.
I'm going to use three shots because I have 6 in my magazine.
5 or a 6.
Oh, let's go. That's 2 5s and a 4.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
Successes.
As
2 shots.
You guys hear a shot ring out from the trees, and you see the glint kind of like drop out of view.
So I do also have a multiplier of 2 on my rifle.
You see the glint drop out of view even more brutally.
Do we hear anything other than the shot of the rifle?
Right now, no.
Okay.
But the second that shot goes out, you hear like, which is obviously a cockroach noise, as the 2 little roachlings like look up from where they're eating, and you hear something big start to move from behind one of the vehicles. Jelly and Cargo, what are you guys doing?
I think I'm gonna have to pick up Jelly to move. So I feel like I would use an action to pick them up.
Sure, yeah. Action to pick them up, action to move.
Action to pick them up, action to move. I feel like as I'm heading and the shot's fired and we hear the cockroach noises, I want to veer around to the side of the building that the noise was not on. That makes sense, to try and like go around the building on the side that I think that the bigger cockroach is not going to be at.
So it sounds like the bigger one is also on the ramp just behind one of the vehicles. It was like parked there for cover.
So we want to go like off to the left?
So you could go around the building, but if you want to go up the ramp, it looks like that's where that is.
I'm gonna go around. That sounds good.
Sure. Left or right, they're both pretty much the same as far as you can tell.
I went to the right, so you guys maybe should go to the left. We'll do a pincer movement.
Left.
Yeah.
Right.
Great. Yeah, left.
All right. Give me those rolls.
Cool. So this is going to be bones for movement, right?
So you can roll up to your entire like action score all added together. So like if you have 2, 2, and 1, you have a 5. The individual scores, they represent how many actions of that type you can take, right? So if you wanted to do like hack 3 times or whatever, you could use cunning if you had 3. But if your bones is only 1, you wouldn't be able to lift him and run. You could do one or the other.
Great. I have 6. I have 2, 2, and 2.
Perfect. So you can do 2 of each action.
Great. Yeah. I'm going to roll 3.
Oh, yeah.
Wowee. Okay. That was all failures.
Oh, no.
My wife, ladies and gentlemen, is back. The rolling curse of Claris Polaris continues even on other people's shows.
Damn.
Yeah.
Even with the D6s. I guess Jelly, do you sweat in moments of terror?
Oh, profusely.
You're too wet to like hold on to all of a sudden. As you're just trying to scoop them and they're just like slipping off.
Makes sense.
Jelly, what do you
as you like look down at like the sweat on your hands, it's like slightly orange. Like I kind of look like a Gatorade commercial from like the 2010s as my like radioactive mutated sweat kind of drips out of me. As you just see, I'm like chattering nervously at the sound of the gunshot and the roaches. And I like have this like little rucksack that I open and I'm like, oh, I don't think I got anything for this. I got a machine gun, Corporal. You want me to take a shot at him?
At who?
The roaches. There's fucking bugs. But
The little ones?
If I do that, they're gonna know where we are.
Yeah, don't do that.
They already seem to know where you guys are. You did fire first, so instead of them looking towards,
Oh, is Monster
the
Truck
end-
like right above us?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Oh, fuck. They already know where we are. I'm going to take a shot. Jelly's going to lift this submachine gun that, like, he has so few bones, it almost seems like he can't get it up and placed. And you're a little concerned. He, like, puts it on his shoulder and then puts his shoulder against your thigh, Cargo, to make himself as he's going to take the shot. Yeah, he's just going to... this is his first time ever shooting a gun. He's so excited. His course instructors... at the basic training, we're fairly certain he was never going to see combat, and so they didn't actually let him ever hold a firearm and just kind of let him tinker and fix things around basic training, which is what he's good at. And so he's going to fire all 5 of his submachine gun rounds here because he doesn't know to let go of the trigger after he fires.
hell yeah.
Okay, I rolled 5 dice. What do I need to get to hit?
A 4, 5, or a 6.
Okay. I rolled 1, 1, a 2, a 3, and 2 4s.
So a lot happens here, which is that you spray, and those 2 hits will take out both of the roachlings, but the 2 1s mean your gun immediately jams.
I only got 1, 1, and I'm an engineer.
Oh,
I thought
I
you
definitely
got
heard
2.
2 1s as well.
No, sorry, I literally got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
Oh, maybe you said 2, 1. Okay, yeah. Oh, you're good
All right.
then. So your gun, you like spray, and you just like your bullets like kick through all these bodies, and then just like both the roachlings like go and like fall to the side, and then your gun clicks empty.
God, I'm a fucking god. Cargo, I'm the fucking best at this. Did you see that?
Yeah, keep it up.
I'm gonna keep all you fuckers alive.
Hell of a shot, kid. Hell of a shot. And when I call him kid, I like there's something in me that's like, wait a minute, is this a child?
I don't know.
Well done, kid.
Can I use one of my action dice to reload since I didn't take an action this turn?
Yeah, for sure.
Do I need bones to reload?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that's
it's
your
actually
cunning.
cunning.
You know how to.
Cunning is
Right.
weapons handling.
So do I roll to reload then?
You do have to roll to reload. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll 1 dice. That's a 5.
Hell yeah. As you
Hell
like,
yeah.
very professionally, because again, you're good at tinkering with things. You just like and like put your second mag in. Dave, as this happens, you hear the death squeals of these 2 roachlings as they're expertly dispatched by Jelly. And then this thing, kind of the size of like a convertible, just looks its head around in front of this like armored Jeep, and you see a giant roach. And it sees that you guys have just killed its young.
Oh no, Mama's home.
I don't think hiding like a tree is gonna help, Dave.
Yeah, Dave, you're just standing there. You're the first thing it sees.
So I'm on the other side. So like they're all sort of bundled in one area. So am I close enough that it does notice me, or am I sort of maybe being sneaky here?
As it comes out, like maybe it hasn't seen you yet, but like if it comes out to engage, there's no way it's gonna miss you because you're just standing there.
Well, I've always wanted to use this thing. And I guess I'm gonna run at this convertible-sized cockroach.
Hell yeah.
Glory, glory.
What was your second character that you rolled? What was his name?
Well, we're about to find out. Honestly, I just wanted to do this so I could say I want to cut this roach into pieces. This is my last resort.
It is your last resort. It's your first resort, actually.
My first resort. Cool. I'm gonna go up with my chainsaw. I guess I should roll for the action to get up there?
I'll let you get there.
All right, I get there. I'm about
Because
to
like
die.
you had to roll before because it was like how you got there, whether it was quick enough, whether you got seen, were kind of in question. With this, it's like unless you're trying to do something fancy, you can get there.
Cool. I'm going to then use the full auto mode on my chainsaw and make 4 attacks.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's 2 hits, and for each hit, there's a multiplier, so that's 2 for 2.
So 2 by 2, so 4 HP.
Yeah.
How do you kill this roach as you get it exactly on the money?
Yeah, so Dave comes up. I guess being a medical guy, maybe he I don't know. He just gets lucky. He just gets lucky. He actually puts it in like in between exoskeleton parts and just like lets it rip. And it sort of gets caught in it. He couldn't even pull it out if he wanted to. And it just like cuts the head off this thing. He's like, oh.
It just starts to climb its way in. Like the rungs just like pull it further into the thing. You're like, oh God. Yeah, as you dispatch this roach and you've killed the roaches, you don't hear anything else from inside. You're out of initiative. What do we do?
I'm going to roll an action to re-roll my fuel canister.
Sure.
Is the timer still going?
It looks like it has stopped for Dave now that he's on the ramp, but for you guys, it is still going, and it's down to like 7 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Great.
Cargo, go. You got to get me to that ramp, Cargo. You're gonna lose me, and I'm the best. I killed 2 of them.
I throw Jelly and then run after Jelly instead of trying to carry them because they're so wet.
Yeah. As you guys all kind of reconvene on this ramp, and you see very clearly that like someone has come and like scavenged the ammo. There's like a lot of guns with all their ammo like stripped. So maybe whatever defenders have come down here, but you do find a combat helmet and an adrenaline shot.
I put the combat helmet on Jelly. I think.
Yeah,
at this
100%.
point.
Oh man,
I know some of the armor has a bones requirement to wear it. So I'm just going to really quickly
I'm trying
look
to
at
see if
that.
there's a way that I can
not.
give myself 1 bones. I have like I have the ability to call something down from orbit, and I'm trying to see if any of the things that I can call from orbit will give me a way to move faster. But the problem is everything in this book of things I can call down tells me that you're supposed to already have 1 bones.
What kind of energizer was it, Niall?
You got a adrenaline shot.
Oh, that's not an energizer. What is that?
It is just, it's like meds.
Jelly's going to turn to Dave. He's go, I've got a plan. It's not a good plan, but I've got a plan. I need you to cut off my leg.
What? What?
Right here.
What? All right. Why am I doing this?
I
Like, I'll
need you
do
to
it.
take a chainsaw. I need you to cut off my leg right here. And as he's doing this, he's pulled out this like little like old Nokia cell phone from 1998 that still works because it's a Nokia cell phone from 1998. It's this brick that's so big in his hands, his tiny little like underfed hands. And he starts typing in these numbers. And as he hits send, he just goes, all right, we're going to have to do this real quick before I bleed out, but I need you to cut this off right here. And I'm going to use my ability orbital resupply to call in a prosthetic limb.
Does it give you bones?
It increases my bones by 1.
All right.
I'll just let it happen.
As this thing is like shooting down from the sky.
I actually have an ability to stop bleeding too. If you bleed out, you start bleeding out from this.
Let's go. We're gonna give me a prosthetic leg so I can walk.
I cut his leg off.
Yeah.
What do we roll for that?
You know what? Fuck it. Let's have fun here. You got to roll your attack. Legs have 3 HP, so you're going to need 3 hits or 2 hits.
I rolled a crit. No, we don't crit on weapons. You don't crit on weapons. You don't crit on weapons in this game. This happened to me.
Do crit on melee weapons. But you know what? I'm just going to say you do it perfectly.
Okay. I was like,
do
oh
it
no, I'm
perfectly.
going to kill
Like,
Jelly. I'm going to kill Jelly.
No, the crit means you lop it off like surgically, which makes sense because you're a doctor, right?
Yeah.
So like
It is a
Jelly, you
chainsaw,
say
though.
it, and he just like one smooth, swift action, legs gone, and then right beside you, this like canister comes down from the dropship.
Jelly's probably bleeding out right now, so I'm going to quickly go and get the leg.
It's the worst pain you've ever been in, Jelly.
You under his breath, you just hear him muttering over and over again. It's the best day of your life. It's the best day of your life. It's the best day of your life. It's the best day of your life.
You grit your teeth so hard, your new tooth just goes bing and like shoots off into the distance.
Oh no, I was so close to a full set.
2,
I haven't had a full set since I was like 3.
3,
Or
and
6. I can't remember.
I stick it in. I just, while you're like rambling, I just stick the prosthetic leg into the bottom of your wound.
Yeah, you see there's this like biosteel at the top of it that like starts to fuse and like spread out these tendrils and like connect to his hip, and then they like spread up a little bit into his spine, and they seem to give some like stability to his like core, which means he can now like run, I guess.
I've got bones. I got bones of steel, you guys.
This is the craziest day of my doctoring career.
I can walk.
Also,
It's a miracle.
my blade was covered in roach blood and we didn't sanitize, so you're probably going to get an infection and die when this is all done, but at least for today, it should be okay.
With how much radiation's in my body, man, I think I'm probably immune to most poisons at this point.
Oh, actually, I forgot. When you get a limb severed, you have to test nerves or suffer an emotional outburst.
Okay,
Yeah, right.
yep. Oh, shit.
Could you test nerves for me, please?
I just wanted to be able to walk in combat, Niall.
I will say you get advantage on this because you asked for it.
I
You
know
were
it's
ready
coming.
for it.
I expected it, you know.
Yeah. And because it was so masterfully done,
So because I have nerves of 1, do I roll 1 dice?
you do roll 1, but you're successful on a 3+.
Oh my god, I need to not roll like my wife. Just don't roll.
I feel like now
I
that you
believe in
said
you.
that,
No, it's, yeah.
That's a 2.
What's an
you
emotional
almost-
outburst, Niall?
you almost keep calm, but then you have to reuse all your remaining action dice to run this way as fast as you can.
Oh no, he's in the danger zone. Buster Truck is like,
run away. Can I run back or do I have to run forward?
You have to retreat. I guess technically you're only retreating from Dave, so you could run in if you want.
I think that what the pain and the shock lances through this tiny body as you see him go from like pure fear, looking up at Dave, realizing Dave did actually cut his leg off, that this actually happened, and he just starts to run, and he runs straight away because he can't run forward into the building. Probably there's probably doors and stuff, right? So he turns,
They have
he
been
starts
blown
running
open.
down the ramp, and there's as he's running, he's like, oh, no, that hurts so fucking much. Oh my God. Oh, I'm not in pain anymore. I have a leg. I have a leg and it works. Guys, I'm running. I've never run before. As he gets like 50 feet away, he's just screaming out to the world about how he can actually
Run, Forrest.
You might want to come back before your head falls off, kid.
yeah, I've enjoyed them up. I'm still like climbing down the tree, and I'm just gonna like scoop Jelly as he's running by. Still like puppy dog running.
You don't need to do that. I can do it myself now. Look at me. Go. Look, I'm Usain Bolt. That's not an old reference yet, is it?
I pick him up and just turn him around then and face him back towards the building and let him.
As soon as my little legs like get to the ground, I'm just off.
Yeah.
Cargo pulls out like a ration. Is just standing there like watching this whole thing. Pulls out like a ration, starts eating, and like offers some to Monster Truck.
Oh no, I'm good, thank you. And I reach into my pocket and I just pull out like loose something. Like you don't know what it is, but it's just like in my pocket, and I just throw just a handful in.
All right, what's the plan? You guys are here. You've cleared the entryway.
I put Jelly's leg in my backpack.
His
We might need
severed
that.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in
It's
case.
so small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a chicken wing.
So thin.
You might need some bait.
You can pick it up by the skin, and like there's like the skin like stretches away from the bone.
Oh, dear God.
I will say, as you start to run around, you just like kick something, and it like skitters into like the middle of all four of you, and you see this like small black little like voice recorder, and it looks like one of the dirtbags had grabbed it and was trying to make it out of the building with it.
Lore.
Go right ahead, Corporal. Is there first? Maybe that's important.
Give me 1 second. I can hook that up to my radio, and then Clyde can hear it too, so we can tell him what a good job we're doing. And I'm gonna
Don't waste time. You goof. Don't waste Clyde's time yet. Let me listen to it first.
Sorry, Corporal. Didn't mean to overstep.
And you just hear, instances of mass tragedy were easy to find. The sites themselves, however, remained a struggle. The corporations did us the favor of in one place, but the buried.
Yeah, see, why would you waste Clyde's time with that?
Yeah, fair. That was fucking useless.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's buried? The bodies we have to desecrate? Once again, that was never clarified whether what we have to do with the desecrated bodies or the desecrated
We gotta
graves.
kill the cannibals, and then we gotta desecrate the graves. That was
Yeah.
what he said.
It was
I thought
pretty clear, Dave.
For that.
I'm sorry. I don't understand why our corporate overlords want us to desecrate graves, but like, all right.
Your screens start to flash as the area
Oh god, we
starts
gotta
to
go.
decrease again.
I want to get going. I don't want to hear Clyde fucking talk to me again. So let's just get in this building and find old Heron.
As you guys enter the building, you see that this lone sniper had stacked whatever they could to make like a little barrier just inside the door. But interestingly, they seem to have stacked an equal amount, making a barrier facing in towards the building as well.
Is there a body there?
There is a body, yeah.
Was it a dirtbag or was it like a scientist?
It looks like it's one of the defenders of this place with their kind of like motley like get up. They do have 2 light mags.
I could use a light mag.
Yeah, and I give
could
one to
use
Jelly too, yeah. Because
Yeah.
Jelly used one.
Back to full, baby.
All right. And the hallway kind of like stretches down and like it's a fucking war zone in here. There's bodies, there's like little like mini craters from like explosives that have gone off, blood everywhere. The hallway tends to keep going down. Then there's like 2 off turns, one to the left and one to the right at the very end.
Could Jelly? Okay, I have a radio. Could I try and use that radio? Could I make like a cunning roll to see if I can use that radio to send out a signal to try and like disable electronic traps?
You don't really roll like cunning like that. And with a radio, like you don't really have the gear to be able to. If you find a trap, you'll be able to use cunning to disarm it. But short of that, you can't just kind of put out like this broad signal.
Niall doesn't want us to ruin all those cool traps we're about to walk into.
I mean, I asked, but he said no. It's fine.
That's all right. That's okay.
Who wants to go first?
Well, I'm
That
going to defer.
Was you.
I'm going to defer to cargo left or right, I suppose.
There are 2 like little signs. One says main office, and then there's something that's been scratched out, or like you can tell like bullets have riddled the wall. And then on the other side, it says the burned, the drowned, and then some other things that have been scraped off.
What kind of fucking building was this?
My support, like I would like to suggest to the chain of command that we check out the main office because we might be able to maybe do a search for personnel and figure out what Heron was doing, and then just go right there.
Yeah, and maybe they have cameras in there.
Yep, and if Jelly
That
is as handy with electronics as he seems to say he is, perhaps he might be able to work some magic.
Yeah, great idea. Good teamwork.
God, Corporal, you're so smart.
So you're going left?
We're going towards the main office.
Sure. There's these like big like blast doors that seem to have been like rendered. They usually are powered. That seems to be gone down, so you can like crank them open, but it's kind of tough going. And as you get in, you see this. You're in like a small kind of like almost like waiting area. There's like what looks like a small office, and further on is a hallway. And you see another one of those little like voice recorders there.
More collectibles. A scoop.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that and hit play.
Harren Bergman underwent risky surgery this morning, and the successful. For now, he's stable, but we can't tell what effects the will have.
He's a very relatable man. I too went through surgery today.
Yeah, it's been a day for both of y'all.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe he's a cannibal, so maybe he got like sharper teeth, or like maybe he has
Yeah, but like,
forks
who
in
has
his
Dental
teeth.
eaten a
surgery.
person or two, you
Yeah.
know?
Maybe a bigger belly in which
Bigger-
to consume more human flesh.
Yeah, maybe he spits acid to help him break down like bones, so he can slurp him up.
Like a long
So
tongue.
you can just like eat them whole as opposed to
Yeah.
having to,
With a pelican
debone
jaw.
a person.
All
Yeah.
right, so
All I got was a regular leg. I didn't know there was all these options.
well, you got to be a crazy cannibal scientist. Your
That's-
surgery
Yeah.
literally happened on a ramp, like just outside. So I think for
Where
what
else do you
happened.
do surgery?
You hear Clyde come in your ears, and he's like, "So if you found anything, could you? Hello?
Oh, hey,
So if you
Well, sorry, Clyde.
can you hear me now?
Clyde, can you
Clyde?
hear us? Clyde?
Clyde?
Maybe we don't have a signal inside the building, you guys. He seems to be cutting in and out.
This is
Yeah.
the best thing that's
Well-
happened to us.
Yeah,
That
it
sounds
is.
great. Oh my, thank God. I need to take a leak, so now I don't have Clyde listening. Give me a second. And I like head into the small office.
Yes.
Yeah,
We just-
as you start to
Yep.
piss. While you're doing
Everywhere is a
that,
bathroom if you're brave enough.
oh, for sure. It's a battlefield. There's worse fluids
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, where else am I supposed to put it?
You hear like kind of like static in your ears as whatever has happened. Like you don't seem to be able to get through to Clyde, but then the static starts building and getting like a little sharper, almost like a shriek, as it just like it's almost like a needle in your ear, and that cuts out to dead silence, and then the lights start flickering.
Oh, we don't like that one bit.
Were there any security cameras in the small office?
No.
Okay, then let's keep going.
No. Let's think this through really quick. If
Yeah.
he can't contact us, then maybe he can't pop the milk machines and we can take them off and just fucking get out of here, right?
Now, the alternative there is we are incorrect in that assumption, and taking them off still pops our heads.
Oh,
As you guys are talking about this, you see signal lost on your screen and a 50-minute countdown start.
Oh,
So we have 50 minutes or we just die. We have to get back in the signals. We have to move quick.
All right, Corporal, what are we doing? What's the plan?
Down
All
the
the lights
hallway.
go out, and you guys
Ooh,
are in
damn.
pitch darkness. Only light coming in from the hallway behind you, and like a little beam going up towards the end of the hallway here. And then they flash back on, and you see a figure walking towards you down the hallway. It's like a 7-foot hunched, pale, translucent figure as it walks with like bent over shoulders, almost on all fours because its arms are so long, and it's featureless, it's shapeless. You can see through it, apart from two things. It looks like there's a hip bone floating in the middle of its torso, and another like femur lodged in its head as it starts to come towards you.
You know, that's probably a cannibal.
Yeah, we shooting this thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pull out a little, I have a multi-tool for repairing or dismantling mechanical equipment, and I turn on the little light that like points into where you're working, and I point the light at him.
As you can see this shape, this human figure, it's like almost hard to see because he's fully see-through, and there's just these two bones floating in the middle of it, and it's coming towards you. You guys act first.
Hey, is your name Heron?
It does. You just hear that screech in your ears.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Or no.
Yeah, I think we should. Should we just bail or should we shoot? I don't know what that thing is, man. I only know about people and bugs.
That thing has far longer legs than we do. We shoot it.
All right.
Corporal said shoot. I'm gonna shoot. I pin my shoulder back against cargo again, and I just like levy my submachine gun at this thing, and I'm gonna blast all 5 shots off.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the one thing I know how to do. That is what only 4, 5, 6 is hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 5 and a 6,
Okay.
and 3, 3, and 2.
As you clip one of the bones and it like cracks a little bit, but you don't know if it even did anything to this thing.
We could maybe just go to the other rooms real quick. I don't know if this is gonna go right. We could maybe just go to what was the other one? Bloodbath. What was
the
over
burned
there?
and the drowned, I believe, were the other.
Honestly, I would rather be burned and drowned than in this thing's stomach.
While he's saying that, I'm going to use my action that turn to like reload. Okay.
Yeah, no, that sounds that sounds great.
I guess
Dave, you grab the other side of Jelly and you're like we like link arms.
Again, guys, I can move myself now. I got a leg.
All right, but like I feel like you're my grandson now. I just want to make sure you're all right.
How old are you, Dave?
Like 65, Jelly. I've been you might only be 6. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, Jelly,
know
I think
either,
it's
really.
more of a concern that you are a child.
I just was in the factory. I saw the sun for the first time when they took me to prison.
This doesn't help us.
Roll me some action checks. If you're leaving, roll me action. If you're shooting, roll me. Tell me what you're doing, boys and girls.
I already used my actions to reload, so I can't do anything.
Okay. Did you reload?
I did reload, yeah.
What's your action pool looking like at this point?
I've not yet rolled a 1, so my action pool is still full, right?
no,
any
1, 2, and
any
3s.
fail, like anything that's not a 5 or 3, 4 or 4, 5, 6 is
But
put in
weapons
reserve.
don't count. Like your
I
ammo
have
dice
not
are different.
yet rolled a below a 4 on an action roll because I've only rolled my action. I've only rolled my.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I rolled a 2, didn't I? At one point.
Maybe it's fine. Just remember to.
Nope, I've only rolled for the 2 reloads. I haven't rolled to do anything.
Not really, no.
Because you couldn't.
I rolled 2
Fair.
dice, Niall. I have it 1 success, 1 failure, so my pool's down to 3, but I'm going to run the other way.
So you run back out into the hallway. You're at the door where it says the burned and the drowned.
Yeah.
So I had my 3 failures from before, which means my action pool is at 3 because I have 6 total.
And you can always like exert yourself, which is it temporarily reduces one of your stats to bring you back up to your new total. So you could like lose a bones or a cunning or whatever, and then bring it back up to 5 if you want. And that's a free action. But obviously the more you do that, the more harm you kind of like take.
Yeah, I did take the Desperado trait. So the first time I do that, I don't have to reduce ability score,
Nice.
which is nice. But I still have 3 dice, so I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to roll to...
Well, tell me what you want to do first. Like, are you just aiming to run?
Moving.
Yeah.
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 So you just need the one
We're
success.
moving to the buried, the other side. That is a 2 and a 3.
As like I think you're just frozen as you see this thing. Oh, actually, everybody roll me nerves as you see this thing that it does not make sense. You've never seen anything like this.
That's a 1.
That's a success for me.
And we're rolling the amount of ability we have in it, right?
Yeah, if you have 3, you roll with advantage, but
Oh, I do have 3.
You have 3 in nerves?
I got a 1 and a 2.
I got 2 5s and a 1.
okay. So Dave and Monster Truck, you're able to like pull yourself together. Jelly and Cargo, who wants their emotional outburst first?
Give it to me.
I've
All
already
right.
had one. You go first.
That's a 5. You have to exert yourself. Immediately, you're going to take one of your stats down and regain your pool.
Well, your Desperado ability can trigger there, right?
Oh, true.
I
There you go.
Think, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so-
can just...
Yeah, do it. Yeah,
Love
see,
it.
that's like a good thing for you. You're just
You're
back at
probably
the
gonna
do
6
that
action
anyway.
dice.
You froze up, but then it gave you all your powers back. I'm so jealous.
I went, fuck no.
And Jelly, you got run away again, which is good because that's what you're doing. So you need to use all your remaining action dice to run away as far as you can.
Oh, do I have to roll for that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't roll for that the first time.
Yeah, I didn't really want to force you to run out into the blow up your head zone, so I just let it slide. It's all good.
I rolled a 5, a 3, and a 3.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you get out and you're at the door with Dave.
And so those 2 3s go into my reserve, right?
Yeah.
Great. I understand.
Dave, you can feel heat, and you can now, Jelly, too, emanating off this door as you're standing in front of it.
To the burned and the drowned.
Yeah. Monster Truck?
I'm going to run over to Cargo, who is just kind of like standing there and frozen. And I'm like, I understand that this thing is very scary, but we need to go. And I'm going to get behind her and start giving her a push, trying to snap her out of it and then run. So that'll be actually, I can't do that. I only have 1 bones. So, you know what I'm going to do? 1 action to push Cargo and hope that she gets going. And then I'm going to turn and empty my clip of my rifle into this thing.
And now, while he's rolling, I actually have another dice now in my pool because I got an extra bonus.
True.
So I have 5
yes.
dice instead of 4 now.
Nice.
You know what, fuck it. I'm going to roll 3 action to push Cargo and then 3 ammo to shoot. Okay, I get 2 successes on the push.
Okay.
Lose 1 action dice there. And then I get you know what? I'm going to use a thing of milk. I guess I can't do that retroactively once I roll or after I roll, right?
Depending on what you want to do, you can.
I wanna
to turn
gain
it
it
to advantage, but
Yeah.
you could add an additional success at the cost of or ignore limits. So you could use that to push and run.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to ignore the limits of my ability score with the use of milk. And turn
For those listening that don't understand what Dane's talking about, milk is your muscular intravenous liquid cola energizer, or liquid coca energizer, sorry, which is essentially a ability you can use to grant yourself various benefits. That's part of your collar. It does count as an energizer though, and the more energizers you guys take, the more chance of adverse side effects.
Yes. Yeah, you have to rest in order to reset your energy or your energizer stamina. So if I try to use milk again, I might go into a like energizer
Emotional outburst.
Yeah,
And
or
then
rage.
after that, you can get and sickness, and you can have a spasm and die.
Yeah. So cool. I'm going to use that other success. So push turn around, 2 shots into this thing. I'm going to do 4 points of damage from it.
Okay.
And then as I push Cargo, I'm going to run.
All right. You push Cargo. Cargo stumbles out the door. You run over, turn around, you fire, and you shatter both of the bones in this thing, and it disappears.
Okay. Well, now when you say disappears, does it like goop down or does it just like vanish?
As if it was never there. The bones fall to the floor.
Okay.
You hear them like the shards of the bone like clatter, but whatever shape you saw doesn't seem to be there.
Does anything change in the buzzing in our ears?
It fades, yeah.
Clyde?
Okay.
Clyde, are you there, bud? Clyde?
Okay, Clyde's dead.
All right. Well, we learned a valuable piece of information that shooting the bones does make this thing go away. Certainly, I don't think we've dealt with the situation, but it's not walking towards us anymore, so I'll take that as a win.
And we get a lot of notice, right? We get the like buzzing. So like if we start to buzz again, we know
We gotta
get
hide.
ready to
yeah.
shoot some bones.
Yeah.
So should
Now,
we
I-
go back towards the office?
I know we have a little literal timer in our head, but I think the faster we get out of here, the better it is for everyone.
With the buzzing gone, is that 50 minutes still going down?
Yeah. It still says out of signal. So you're at about like 48 minutes. Or sorry, 38 minutes.
That took 12 minutes.
Yeah, it's fair. I'm kind of doing an out of game timer and an in game timer.
We only got one action every 12 minutes? Well, fuck.
Yeah, you guys took forever. No,
You're so slow.
Did we
Got a
explore
new
the
leg, it
office,
doesn't do anything.
or did
No,
we
not
just
the
run
big
away?
one. We just got to the small office. We didn't
Cargo
get to the
got like
big office.
a glimpse into the office.
Okay.
But there seems to be more further down.
Can I, is there like, so I'm looking at the doorknob to the burned, right? Because it's hot.
Yeah.
Is there a doorknob? Like what kind of a door am I looking at?
The ones behind you are like blast doors. The one in front of you seems like a steel door with like a handle.
And can I like lick my fingertip and then like lightly touch the handle and see how hot it is?
It's pretty hot.
But like, is it like I'm going to burn myself hot or is it like...
It's like you could open the door without doing grave damage to yourself, but if you like hold onto it or like press yourself up against it, you'll hurt yourself.
I'm going to turn to Dave and be like, hey, so there is a chance that when I open this door, it's going to blow up in our face. So if you don't want to be here when that happens, that's how I got all these scars on my hands. You know, I opened too many ovens in the factory at night looking for food. So if you want to take a step back, I don't want you to, I don't want you to get caught up in whatever's going to happen here. But
Honestly, Jelly, there are monsters that can't be explained in our reality walking around here. If I get killed by this door, that might be a better outcome than what could happen. So I'm just going to roll the dice here with you.
Why? Okay, it's your funeral, I guess. And I'm going to
Well,
open
no, there
the
won't
door.
be one because there's no one left who loves us.
Well, you know what? Monster Truck and I'll take a step back. So you guys open the door.
We've got to desecrate a grave. So if you die, we will bury you and then we will desecrate your grave. It is one of our missions.
I might stay in the office if that thing's gone and there's still another room. While you guys are doing that, I might split off and check the
Well,
office.
you and Cargo can go that way, and me and Jelly can go this way, and that definitely won't cause any terrible things to happen.
Yeah.
No, that seems totally reasonable.
Yeah, we split
Good
the
idea.
pot. Yeah.
It's a one shot. We may as well do something interesting, right?
I mean, I'm a one shot. I never miss.
Yeah.
2 roaches, 1 bone. I'm a fucking crack shot over here.
All right, Jelly, you and I are going into hell.
Let's do it, brother. And I'm going to wrench the door open.
All right. As you guys are walking down to check out the other office.
Yeah, the office we didn't get to see because there was a small one and one we didn't get to check out.
Yeah. As you open the door and it hurts your hand, but not enough to damage you as like black smoke billows out and you see this hazy black like smoke covered room with like the orange glow of fires that like you can't really see where they are, but you know a lot of shit is on fire in this room. What you can see is just like the black outline of like a person where they seem to have just turned to soot against the wall.
You see Jelly take a deep breath. And it's like the calmest you've seen him. He's like, just like home. You know, I'm back in the factory floor. And he just walks straight into the smoke and starts like picking around at things.
Immediately you find another voice recorder.
Cargo! Do you want me to play? I found another one. You want to play
just
this
play
one?
it,
for
Jelly.
Clyde?
What you
Oh, wait, we
learn
can
in
hit
life is that you don't need permission to do everything.
Well, but Cargo's the corporal.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll take the hit. Just play it. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Okay, I'll play it. And I play the recording.
They won't get away with it. I've lived years thinking of vengeance, but it was always a pipe dream. What could one man do? One army, even in the face of their might. Then I saw him. That little boy, clutching a burned, ragged teddy bear. I reached out for him and my hand went straight through. I knew then that there was another way.
Oh shit, they've got Batman audiobooks here. This is how they're spending their free time, is listening to like one of those, like I heard back in the old days you could like listen to books. That's got Batman written all over it.
I'm going to cut to Cargo and Monster Truck as you reach the office and you see there's like again, just crazy damage, bullet riddled, things tossed over. There is a computer and there's a few filing cabinets and shit.
Yeah, I'm going to start rummaging through the filing cabinets.
Sure.
And I'm going to start poking the computer.
All right. What's your like cunning?
I have a 2.
2. Cool. Yeah, you find like a surveillance camera feed.
Which is great because that's not words.
It's true.
Yeah, it's pictures. I don't have to read shit.
It's a good thing I didn't give you guys like files to read and just gave you audio memos.
Thank God for that.
I could read.
I don't know what the labels of like where each camera is, but I can see what's happening on them.
Yeah, it's like it's static. It says camera 1 and it's just static. But if you press the arrow, it goes to camera 2 and you see the front of like where you guys came up, which was the ramp. And you see kind of like a few more like cockroaches are approaching and like starting to feed on the bodies there. You see 3 of the big ones and like a roachling like swarm. You press another one and it's just black smoke. All you can see. You press another one and you see like this tank of water. It looks like you're almost like a bird's eye view. There's a cracked walkway above it. And you see like dark shapes moving in the water. Another one and it's static. Another one and it's static. Another one and you see a man in a lab coat frantically typing onto a pad in a big room filled with bodies. Like it looks like there was a firefight here and he's on a phone kind of like typing something in.
Does he look like the guy from the photo?
Yeah, from what you can tell, it looks like him. And you press it one more time and you see what looks like a lab. In the middle, there's like a circular, like iron, like container, and it's filled with bones. And you see, for a second, the camera flickers, and then it comes back, and the room is full of people, and they're all looking at you. And then the camera flickers, and the room is empty. And then the feed cuts out.
Yeah, we're not going in that room. I hit the back arrow to see the room where the guy is, and I want to read.
Yeah.
Oh, it just says camera 1, right?
What
It
does
doesn't say.
that say?
That was camera 8.
Okay, so there's no indication of like what room that's in.
You find another audio file, Monster Truck.
I play it.
Sure.
I want to get the achievement for finding all of them.
Finally, we've done it. The results are extraordinary. We weren't sure if the latent energy would be enough, especially given the time since their tragic demise, but our worries were for naught. Now I wonder what might happen if we had a more recent specimen, a tailored tragedy.
All right, well,
Tailored tragedy, like. Did they all get really terrible suits?
oh, yeah, that would explain the mishmash uniforms.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. They needed a like rebranding of this building, I think.
Well, I think maybe they had at one time a cohesive look, and in order to have a tailored tragedy, they all had to, maybe it was like a casual Friday situation, and they were all supposed to bring in their own uniforms, and look at them. Monsters.
It's disgusting.
Jelly and Dave, you're in this smoky room. It's hard to see. It's hot. It's uncomfortable. What are you doing?
So my favorite Batman story is The Long Halloween, where like Batman is in Gotham and it's Halloween, but it's like a really long night. And I don't know like all of it because I only was able to like steal glances at pages through the grates in the machine my mom kept me in. And so I would sometimes read over the shoulders of this one guy who he was the foreman and he always had the comics with him and he was just reading through an order. And so I don't feel like I got the entire story, but I saw a lot of it. And there was a guy in a black mask and there was a guy and he had like long fingernails that looked like needles and he would make people really scared. And there was a big alligator in this. Do you think the corporal's going to come tell us what to do next? Because I think that like, you know, Batman always goes up to all the people who work for him and he gives them really direct orders. And I feel like
I don't think that's exactly how.
Orders.
So, okay, Jelly, we're just going to keep going. We have a time limit or our heads are going to explode.
Can I call you Corporal then, Dave? Will you tell me what to do?
You can just call me Dave.
But that's not really like a position of power. That's just like a name.
How
and not
about-
even like a full name. That's like a nickname.
How
which
about
is only like a-
Granddaddy Dave? Just for my own personal sick pleasure, all right? Just call
my
me Granddaddy
was dead
Dave.
Before I was born. Yeah, I'll call you. Okay, Granddaddy. Where do you
All
want
right.
us to go, Granddaddy?
We're going to go forward because we found the burned or whatever it is, and now we have to find the drowned.
Oh, fantastic. Do you see a is
Is there a door?
Yeah, in this room, is there a way out other than the way we came in?
You can't really see just because it's so smoky. I will say, as you move in, you see like a bunch of like pipes on the roof. It looks like a fire suppression system, but you also see a thing on the wall just like flashing like empty. You do also see on the wall, like as you move in, something that just says, it's like a bunch of news like clippings that have been like printed. And it's about wildfires apparently started by a corporation called Elysian Fields.
Yeah, I don't really care about that. I don't care about who started no wildfires. I don't know what the point of that is.
Yeah, Elysian Fields. That's where you go when you die, right?
What?
Yeah, the Fields of Elysium. So in the story Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief, it takes place in a modern New York.
Okay, Jelly, how are you reading these books, kid? Who taught you how to read in the machine? That's what I'm really
Well, they
curious
needed
about.
me to fix the machines, and sometimes I had to read the manuals, and so they taught me how to read so that I could read the manuals so that I could keep the machines. They
Your
left me in
timers
the,
are ticking down.
I know, it's just gonna Jelly, come on. You're gonna tell me about Proby Waxon and what did he steal?
the Fields of Elysium. Yeah, that's where you go when you die.
sure. Okay, I thought you went to hell. That's what my dad also always said to me. All right, come on, kid. And I'm just gonna push you toward the other side of the room, I guess.
Yeah, you're just gonna walk like through the smoke. Cool.
Yeah.
Give me action rolls to see how this traverse goes.
That's a 6.
I
Hell
rolled
yeah.
2 1s.
Jelly is so spry with his new leg. It's like it's almost like when a dog gets zoomies. He's just gone. He's like, yeah. And also, you're used to the smog from the factory, right? This doesn't
Yeah,
bother you.
I feel
at
great.
all.
Yeah.
You're gone.
That fresh
Dave-
air outside was too much. I was like, I don't feel clogged and I miss it.
Yeah. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, thank God. Yeah. You stroll through. It's a walk in the park, and you find a door on the other end. Dave, it's harder for you. Your eyes are like watering. You're trying to stumble through, and it's like you're coughing, and all of a sudden, Jelly's gone. And then you see the shape of Jelly in the smoke ahead of you.
He's definitely
you?
still talking too. Like he's just like saying some inane thing.
Yeah,
It just never stops with him.
you see the shape of Jelly in front of you, but you hear Jelly talking on the other end of the room.
Well, this is how I always pictured I'd go.
As this shape,
This is how you pictured it?
Yeah, surrounded by hellfires with my grandson at my side.
the shape bursts into flame and like turns its head 360 to face you.
Oh,
Granddaddy,
okay.
no!
I'm gonna turn around and just start moving the other way.
You're running out of the room?
Well, I don't know. Well, okay, so he's on the other side of the room. If can I just run to Jelly, or is this in between me and Jelly?
You don't know where he is. You can hear him, but like it's between you.
And the fire suppression systems are empty. I don't think I can chainsaw fire. I don't think that logic works.
It has a shape.
Coward.
That shape is just on fire.
I'm gonna charge at it with my chainsaw.
Sure. Give me that attack.
This is my last canister of fuel, so I hope it hits. Well, that's 2 hits.
So 2 hits by 2.
2
right?
by 2.
Yeah, as you cut down on this thing, and you can tell like it's scorched and brittle, and you go through it like it's nothing. As you just shred right through this thing, and it falls in half at your feet. But then you hear, and you see these other 3 shapes on the ground ignite and start to sit up. Cargo, monster truck. While you guys are in the office, you found this recording. You're panning through the cameras. Then you start to hear in your ear crackling that starts to then become a high-pitched whistle that starts to build.
That's what happened before.
Yep.
When the
Yep.
yeah, let's go.
Let's get the hell out of here. We know they're...
There is a door. You can keep going, or you can return back towards.
Do we have
where the others
radios amongst each other?
are. Right now, all communications cut off.
Right. Yeah, let's go through the next door.
Sure. As you get to the door, it's already open. You see a figure at the end, long-limbed, spectral, with a spine floating in the middle of it, and like this ankle bone below it. and it just like raises this blank, like featureless head and sees you and starts coming forward on all its limbs.
Oh God, does this door have a lock?
This one has been taken completely off its hinges.
I put it back in the frame and I run the other way.
I get to draw my pistol for free. So I have a battle belt, and I'm semi-auto firing at this stupid thing. And you know what? Oh no, I'm not going to use another thing of milk because I might go fucking crazy. I don't think it's time for that. Yeah, I'm just going to take 2 shots at it. And those both hit.
Okay. As you clip a bone and you see it kind of like fracture a little bit, but it keeps coming. It doesn't even it doesn't flinch.
I might use an action to try to reload as well.
Sure. Cargo, what are you doing?
I feel like I have the door in my hands to try and put it back in the frame, and I see Monster Truck shooting like what we're supposed to be doing. So I'm going to take out my shotgun, and I'm going to need you to walk me through actually how to use the gun.
Sure.
Yeah, it's 4d6 cap, semi-automatic, which means I get to shoot half of my max capacity.
So that'd be 2d6s.
Great.
And then you'll hit on a 4, 5, or 6.
Cool. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I had that correct. Oh, now, okay, it does say that the distance is close.
Yeah, it's pretty, like, it's getting into close range at this point.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, technically it's at near, but, like, it's also coming in. So if you guys are standing and fighting, I'll let you fire as it reaches near range.
Amazing, thank you. And then one quick question. What is HM?
So it's your hit multiplier. So you'll do, for every hit, you'll do 2 hits, if that makes sense.
Oh, so,
Yeah.
okay, great, because that's it too. Great. I have not had a single success so far this
I
whole
believe in
game.
you.
So,
It's pretty typical though, so you feel comfortable.
yeah, you know, that's
No.
a 2 and a 2.
You need new dice.
It's not the dice. We own
It's me.
so many dice, you guys. I like
You pump this round into this thing, and like when it hits the like spectral form, just something seems to happen where they blast to either side and like riddle the wall, and then this thing is on you as it's going to swing for you, Monster Truck.
Okay.
How are you defending?
Oh yeah, we haven't been hit yet.
Yeah. So how it works is you defend using your remaining ammunition pool or your remaining action pool.
You know what? I'm gonna use my pistol. So 2 more shots to defend.
Sure.
And that is 2 successes.
Okay. As this like spectral like limb comes down at you and you like shoot at it, and whatever you're doing, like you're backing away and you're shooting, you manage to stay just out of range. Jelly and Dave, you see these flaming bodies start standing up in this room. Jelly, you're by the door. Dave, you're in the middle of the room. You can see a little bit better now that there's more light. Jelly's on the opposite side.
All right, I'm gonna run over to Jelly. Open the door, kid. We gotta go.
All right. So you run over, opening the door.
Yep.
Jelly never turned around to look at what was going on behind him, and as soon as he got to the door, he just opens it and keeps going through.
I'll say, yeah, the door can be open because Jelly is just absolutely crushing that room. Dave, if you want to run into the next room, give me an action roll for that.
Yeah, I have 1 action dice left. Oh, thank God, a 4.
Yeah, as you run through and you're both in this room, and you can see what used to be like a walkway across these water tanks has broken. So in the middle, there's just a section missing. Below, there's this like dark, murky water, and something just every now and then, like kind of out of the corner of your eye almost, like you can never see it. Something seems to be moving.
So is it like deep water, or is it like just like a like slick of water on the ground?
It's like a entire pool. You don't really see how far down it goes.
Granddaddy, why are you out of breath? We just walked across one room. What happened?
Well, Jelly, they're little ghosts, little fire ghosts back there who look like you, but like if they were ablaze.
Well, Jelly, it's your turn before it's their turn because
I
Dave
haven't
has
been on
used.
fire in so long. all my burns are healed. It's awesome.
Jelly, shut the door.
But what if like the corporal? and
Jelly,
the
shut the
second
door.
corporal- Okay, Granddaddy, whatever you say. And I'm gonna close the door. Is there like a lock on it, or?
Yeah, you can lock it from this side.
Yeah, I close the door and I lock it, and then I'm gonna start like running across whatever these like platforms are over the pool.
All right, give me them action rolls. One to close and lock the door. One to.
Oh no,
Jump
that's
across.
I can only do one then because I only have 1 bones.
Well, I'll give you cunning to like work the mechanism on the lock. So you
Great.
can do,
I'm gonna roll them one at a time then.
cool.
So on the lock, I rolled a 1.
Okay.
and then on the run I rolled a 6.
So the way it works is you say what you're doing in order, and then you roll, and like if you only get one success, you just do the first one.
But one was a cunning roll and one was a bones roll, right?
But it's all from your same pool.
It's
Great.
weird.
Can I say that like I close the door and I like close and lock it. I think it's locked. And I'm like, great, did that. So I start running. And so I'm doing great at the running, but the door is definitely not closed and it's definitely
I
not
believe
locked.
you tricked me.
I think it is.
Sure. Just in future, like you say, like if you want to do 3 things, you say them and they happen in order. Just for
so successes for you don't get to choose what you succeed at. It's like successes first, then
it's in order, which is why like you're kind of
cool.
You don't get to pick and choose. You're like if it works out, it works out. Otherwise, it's like you only do step 1 of your plan. You close the door and you're like again, just you're feeling good about running. You start running across this walkway and you get to the gap. As Dave, you're still there, and you hear as this flaming figure opens up the door and lunges at you. How are you defending?
With my 1 action point, because I have no ammo and I have 1 action point.
Hell yeah.
That's a 3, so that's a no-go.
As this thing just wraps, like it grabs at you. I get to roll which limb you get hit.
Is that head? You get hit in the head?
That's 2 6s, which is a head, and they do 2 damage.
Oh no, are you dead?
Do you have a helmet or anything?
No, I have the helmet on. They gave it to me.
I look back at Jelly, and I say to myself as this thing's grabbing me around the neck, he has no idea what's happening. Because I don't think I had a chance to even get a word out, but I just look at him, and I think to myself, well, at least I had a grandson for one day. As Dave
This is how you pictured you'd go out.
chokes.
Oh, it doesn't choke. It just melts your head. It like wraps its hands around your head and just...
I like the idea that I completely vanish, so Jelly has no idea what happens. Like,
Well, depending on whether he looks back on his next turn, he may not know. Because you're like, your guard's totally down. You think the door's locked, so you've just turned around and you have a half second of like seeing a flaming hand come around your face and you're just... as Dave is brutally murdered.
Hello friends, Dane here to do the things. First and foremost, we hope you are enjoying this week's special episode. We are playing the Dungeon Keys game of Dirtbags, as you probably have already figured out because you're about halfway through the episode by now. We had an absolute blast recording this, and the game is currently on Kickstarter, being kickstarted. I believe it's already funded. So if you like what you hear and you want to get your hands on a copy of the game and play it for yourself, which I highly recommend because it is a blast to play, you can head on over to Kickstarter. The link is in the episode description. We love the game. We had a blast playing it, and I think you will too. Second, we would like to thank our friends Claris and Nerdy from the Roleplay Relay. They were an absolute pleasure to play with. They're so much fun. Their energy is contagious, and we couldn't ask for 2 better guests for this episode. We've been dying to play something with them ever since we met them at Gen Con last year, and we were really, really glad that we got the chance to play Dirtbags with them because they're incredible. So head on over to Roleplay Relay and check out all the cool stuff that they're doing over there. They do a bunch of really, really great charity work. So if you enjoy some like high energy, very fun, very talented role players doing good in the world, they're an excellent place to scratch that itch for your content needs. Once again, all of their links and socials are in the episode description. We also had a little rules mix-up where Jelly was created with no bones, and unfortunately every character needs at least 1 bones. So we did what we do in show business, where the show must go on, and did a little bending of rules. So when you get the game, you might realize that, like, oh, you can't airdrop a prosthetic limb. Well, that was just our way of moving forward with the show when we realized that we had made a mistake. So oops. But, you know, it's all improv, baby. And finally, we have another vote coming up very shortly for Season 2. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, you should head on over to the Discord and catch yourself up, because we are doing a audience integration for all of season 2, where you, the audience, the listeners, get to vote and impact the things that happen in the campaign. We've already done one major vote, and now some more votes are going to be coming up. So if you want to participate in shaping campaign 2 before it even starts, you may want to head on over to noquestcast.com, click the Discord link, and get joined in, get caught up, check the announcements, check the season 2 channels. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me or someone in the Discord. I'm sure we'll be happy to help. That's all I got. We will see you next week. We are back on No Jobs for the Wicked. We're not skipping a week. You're just getting a bonus episode this week. So we will see you on Wednesday. Until then, please be safe and be kind.
And we're going to cut back to Monster Truck and Cargo as this spectral beast is raining down blows on you. What do you do?
I'm full autoing. I was successfully reloaded my rifle last round, so I'm going to... Oh, I need to mark a magazine. I'm going to attempt to 3 shots on it with my rifle. Ooh! That is 2 successes, so a 4 and a 6. So I will be doing 4 points of damage to it.
And you have your rifle, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, as you're just like, you shatter both bones again as this thing dissipates, and you're standing in kind of like, it looks like it's a lab basically. Like you could see there's a bunch of like shelves on one side that used to house glassware that have all been absolutely smashed. There was a bunch of like tables and shit, but they've all been completely exploded. There's a few corpses, but this thing disappears again.
Does it look like the lab we saw with the big thing of bones?
No.
Or does it look like the lab that we saw with him in it?
Neither.
Okay.
As I'll take you guys out of combat now.
I'm gonna reload my pistol.
Damn, you are good at that, which is why they made me corporal, because I gotta be doing something.
Yeah, you're very good at directing, at corporalizing.
Thank you. Yeah.
So you do the corporal stuff, I do the incorporeal stuff.
Ayo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a word. I like it.
What do we see another door here?
Yep, at the end of the hallway. Again, it's been like ripped off its hinges, so like you can just see like another room, but you need to get closer to look in. But as you're walking across, you find another little voice note just sitting on the edge of a table.
I click it.
Yeah, and you just hear, "We've been working on this for days. There's a chance that we could really harness the power of these beings if we were on site when a tragedy occurred and assured that there was no loss of Thanergy at all. Would this be possible? The corporations don't advertise their actions after all, and we need to not only know in advance, but arrive in time to set it up. Impossible, it seems. But if we were to orchestrate one ourselves, however, immoral, surely, but only a drop in the ocean of suffering and maybe a solution against future calamity."
Okay, well, this guy's obviously using tragic deaths as energy, which doesn't surprise me one fucking bit. Let's go shoot this guy in the face.
Yeah, that's the world that we live in.
I keep going to the other end of the room.
I definitely let Monster Truck go first.
Yeah, as you guys walk into the lab that you saw in the cameras, and you see this like iron like receptacle with just like a mound of various bones, some shattered, some not, like clearly from people of different sizes and ages, and you see one of them start to like stir, like wiggle and start to rise into the air. Jelly, you're standing on a shattered walkway above a deep pool with writhing shapes. Unbeknownst to you, Dave has been killed behind you. What are you doing?
So when you say shattered, how big are the gaps?
It's like a 3.5 foot leap.
God, that's like my whole body. Fuck. I have one bone. If I fall in, I'm gonna die because there's no shot Jelly can swim. So this really is a roll. I've got 1 dice. I can roll 2 dice, but I only can do 1 action, right?
Well, you could push yourself and get all your action pool back. Like you could
-1.
Yeah.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll these 2 dice.
Cool. You
Go
could
for
also
one
use
action.
your milk if you wanted to get advantage.
I want to save my milk because I honestly, re-rolling both of these is of better value
True.
than getting a success on a 3. Although if I get a 3 and a 4, I get to keep both my action. Fuck. Nope, I'm gonna roll them. 2 6s. Here we go to see if Jelly can leap 90% of his height in a single bound. He has been running. He has a mechanical leg. It's a 2 and a 6. It's a 2 and a 6. And so, yeah, I'm going to lose an ability point to my reserve, but I'm going to leap gracefully off of my... As I'm running, he's gathering the distance. He's using his cunning, and he's running at it, and he's like, okay, I just got to shorten my step here, and then I'm going to land on my metal foot, and I'm going to push off of that one. And he pushes off his metal foot, and like the camera comes and hits from the side, and you watch as gracefully with his arms flailing behind him like Naruto, he leaps over this gap and lands on the other point in a 3-point stance. He's like, yeah.
While this is happening, one of those flaming figures is right behind you and you don't even know it, and it jumps for you, and you jump and it just misses you and like falls into the water and just gets put out.
I think that the hissing behind him is the first time where he looks back and he's like, Granddaddy. Oh no, it must be acid. Oh no, that's really bad. He lasted longer than most of my parental figures, and he's gonna like turn it to keep going forward.
Hell yeah. As you get to a door and you open it and you see like a long hallway, but it opens up into like air. Like you can tell like whatever's at the end of this room is like outside.
Well, I really don't think there's a fucking chance in hell I make that jump again, so I guess I gotta risk having my head blown off. And he's just gonna keep going.
Hell yeah. As you get to the end of this hallway and it opens up into this large, it's very clearly like a hangar of some description. There's a hole in the roof, and you see a man in a lab coat desperately pushing buttons. Cargo, monster truck. You see the bones start to stir as this incorporeal figure starts to take shape.
This is where they're coming from. That's a lot of bones if they all take shape.
Yeah, I'm a good shot, but unfortunately I'm limited to the amount of shots in which I can take.
We book it?
Yeah, I'm going to do a quick look around now. I'm going to exert myself. I'm going to lose a nerves.
Mm-hmm.
What I would like to do is, you said this is a lab.
Yeah.
I'm going to look for as many caustic, acidic chemicals as possible in order to throw onto the bones. Because it seems like it requires bones to manifest. If we disintegrate and damage the bones, hopefully it'll either weaken and or stop it from being able to be a thing.
You don't have like a perception or anything. So I will say there is a bunch of corpses in here, and you can tell like they've all suffered like really weird deaths. You can see like bruises wrapping around them, almost like they've been painted on. It doesn't like make any sense to you, but you see one of them holding what you know is a thermobaric bomb.
Oh, great. Then I do that then.
Sure.
I assume
you
I'm
also
I'm
know
still...
if that goes off in the room, you guys are probably going to absolutely die.
Well,
So
it's in an iron cylinder, right?
It's like an iron bowl almost.
Oh, okay. I thought it was more like a tank. I could like either way. I look at Cargo and I say, I think we marry the ideas. I'm gonna do this, and I grab the grenade and I like press the button to sort of arm it, and then we do your idea, which is skedaddle the hell out of here.
Yeah, that sounds great. Good thinking. Well done. Let's fucking go.
What I'd like to do is arm it, shove it into. Like, I'm not going to throw it because I feel like that's a recipe for disaster. What I like to do is just like push it as deep into the bone bowl as I can and then haul ass.
Sure. Give me 2 actions. Because there is a door on the end of the room. It's like a heavy iron door. So you can head out that way or you can head back.
Great. Yeah. I think that's the way to go. Hopefully that we can rendezvous with Jelly and Dave, who is absolutely for sure still alive.
Totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm okay. You hear a voice in the back. Just, I'm okay.
This really needs to work. So I'm thinking if I juice myself with milk again, that will be my second energizer. What happens?
It means you will have to resist nerves or do a emotional outburst.
Okay, I'm going to resist nerves.
Are you milking?
Actually, no, I'm not going to milk. I'm just going to roll all of my fucking pool. So I'm going to roll 5 die here because I want this to work. Oh, let's fucking go. That's 4 6s.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
It's 4 6s and 1 1.
Double crit, baby.
Damn. That's insane. So you get the one back for rolling
Hell
the
yeah.
crit.
Nice.
As you put the bomb in, you run, you throw open the door, you feel fresh air on your face as you burst into a hangar. Cargo.
Yeah, I'm using my action to haul ass.
Oh yeah.
With my crit, can I what I'd like to do is I want to dunk the bomb in and then sort of like balance on the bowl and then jump and like flip the bowl over so that it's
Sure.
like, you know what I mean, making
So
a little
it's
bit
like
extra
bones,
shield.
like encapsulated. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Love
Cargo.
it. I'm going to use everything I have to get out of this room. Literally, I have to get a success at least one time.
You've got to get one today.
Like statistically, like it can't. Okay. I did get 2 6s and the rest are all failures.
That's a crit.
Well,
you get
actually-
one back. You get
yeah.
one back.
Yeah, but
Well,
I
you
did
got
get
2
2
6s. Oh, amazing.
ones. I got 2 6s, but I also got 2 1s, which I don't think matters because I'm not shooting anything, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You're good.
Incredible. So these 4 dice, that means they're still like out, but I still get a double crit.
Yeah.
And
amazing.
then you keep one failure as well. You get to retain one failure, I believe, on a crit, right?
Right, because of the crit. Thank God. All right,
Nicely
I'm
done.
at 3. Let's go.
Hell yeah. As you run out and like, because you guys just critted the shit out of it, I will let you also close and like spin the lock on the door if you want, which I assume you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not before getting to do a really cool like slow motion dive out of the room.
Slow-mo dive and then get back up and
Yeah.
lock the door.
Get back up. Just
It's beautiful. Cinematic.
You slam the door shut and you hear doof, doof, and then you hear as like a bomb goes off, rocking that room and presumably taking care of all the bones. And you find yourself in this open air hangar. You see a man in a lab coat frantically tapping away on something. There's the two of you there. Jelly's on the other side. And Jelly, you see a man crouched behind some like fallen masonry with a gun in their hand, clearly a surviving dirtbag. And he looks up at you, or she. Brian, who are you now?
Hey, my name is Chains. I have to find a slightly different voice. I also have a giant LMG. I've been waiting for my comrade. Let's go, little fellow.
What's up? Do you want to be my granddaddy? I just lost my granddaddy and I could use a new one.
It's a weird coincidence that I've always wanted to be a granddaddy as well.
Oh, that's sick as hell. Should we shoot the hell out of this doctor, man?
I'm going to get ready to. And I'm going to wear up my LMG just in case.
Yeah, he turns around at the explosion, sees the two of you coming from both different ways, like down towards him. He's just like, no, now, let's not be hasty, please. Look, I'm calling for an extract. I'll be out of your hair. You need to let me go for...
From who?
What?
From who?
yeah.
From who? From my backers, from the rest of the rebels. Please, I know you don't want to be doing this any more than I...
Oh, no, we're here to kill cannibals.
Yeah.
So-
No, we know
You're
you're
dead.
Cannibal.
Yeah, you've been eating people, so we're here to shoot you in the face.
We're here to shoot you real good.
And then piss on your grave.
I haven't been eating people.
Yeah.
I'm here trying to take down the corporations, the ones that have you locked under a barbaric collar.
I mean, all I know, man, is that you've been turning human bones into ghosties to attack people. That's not like that's not a normal way to take down the government.
They're already ghosts.
I'm going to tell
They're
you this.
already brutalized. I'm just been
Yes, because you've eaten them.
Dr. Heron, I got one thing to say to you. I will forgive, but I won't forget. And I hope you know you've lost my respect. And I'm going to open fire on him with the lyrics of Papa Roach.
I was going to say, is that a Papa Roach song?
You hear him, he's just like, I've just been taking ghosts the Empire's made, and I've been turning them back on that. And then you start shooting. You don't have the smart gun, but...
We have to kill him, right? And then we shoot the smart gun. No, they said kill him and then shoot the smart gun to tell them that we killed him.
We just have to shoot him in the face with the smart gun, right?
Yeah, no one said he had to be alive. You missed that part of dialogue, Niall.
It's easier to
that's-
kill. It's easier to shoot him in the head after he's already dead, right?
That's fair. Give me that roll.
I got 3 5s and 2 3s.
Yeah, you light this guy up. You just shred him. Like, he's in the middle of being like, I'm weaponized the ghosts. I'm trying to turn them against the very people that killed them. The sites of tragedy. And then you just absolutely light him up and he goes down.
It's the first time Jelly has shot this submachine gun without like propping his shoulder against someone, and so the first 3 shots all hit, but then he like is like flat on his back shooting the last 2 into the air as he's just knocked flat on his ass from the recoil of this machine gun.
You're a strange little child.
Hey man, what was your name? Chains, right?
Chains.
Yeah, I never miss. I literally every time I shoot this gun, I hit something. I killed 2 things with one like flick of my wrist. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm a good grandson.
You're a great grandson.
As Harren Bergman hits the deck and is so dead.
Okay, no, cargo. Oh, I don't know the mission. I'm new here. You guys do what you were doing. I'll go back to hiding behind this stack of this rock I've just been behind for a couple hours.
Over there.
Yo, which squadron were you from? A, B, C, D, or E?
Probably E for excellent, because I'm excellent, but I forget. I have a really bad memory, so I forgot the mission, so I just sat behind here just in case.
Oh, no worries. We're here to kill the cannibal. Cannibal's dead. Now I gotta shoot him with this gun. And then I think they're gonna come get us, right?
Oh, you just got all the way to F. I just so close to being able to read. When we get back to the prison, I'm gonna teach you the rest of the letters. We're gonna get you reading.
That'd be great. I don't know anything past G. So wherever that falls,
I'm gonna get you there.
You know what? Appreciate that. I've always wanted to learn how to read so that I know when people are making fun of me.
Like in text?
In text? Like people writing about you?
Yeah. You know, people like pass notes and shit
that's
around.
fair.
It's fucking rude.
We're going to flash back to the camp when you guys are digging a latrine and like squad A comes over and holds out a phone like, read that, nerd. And it just says, you stink.
Yeah. Much.
It says you look lovely, Cargo. That's what it says.
No, it says you stink. Can you not read?
I pushed Jelly into the latrine.
I'm alive in this flashback. I'm back.
You guys are standing over the body.
I've got the gun and I'm like, fuck squad A. And I shoot him in the face.
As it goes, murder confirmed. And you see a little timer pop up on the gun. And it says that it will be here in 30 seconds.
Wait,
Guys,
before we
quick,
get extracted.
That's great graves.
Yeah,
Wait, does anyone see a grave?
I undo my pants and start peeing on them.
Sure.
Wait, we got to bury him first. Is there dirt anywhere?
Yeah, this pile I was hiding behind actually is just perfect soil.
Oh shit, he's already got piss on him, but I guess I'll drag him over to this soil. Start digging.
As you grab him and as this piss sprinkles onto him, you see the body jerk. And
Run!
then you see
Go!
the body jerk again. And then you see this finger bone just comes straight out of his forehead. And then this like thigh bone like comes right out of his ribs. And then you see like a spine just starts like unrolling out of his hip. And then all these spectral bodies just start coming out of him, almost like limbs. They're all like entwined, all these ghosts tangled together. And as they try to pull away from him, his body is like ripped in 5. And then there's just this like almost like spidery looking ghost thing standing there, and it starts to come at you.
Chains, was this in your brief?
Yeah, no, Spider Ghost was definitely, that was our mission, I think, was Spider Ghost. I think it had something to do with Spider Ghost.
Shit.
Yeah.
Y'all, I don't have enough piss for this.
We got an intern. He didn't know shit.
Yeah.
Clyde was useless.
You guys got Clyde? Clyde sucks.
Yeah, Clyde sucks.
4 rounds until your extract comes.
I'm gonna shoot, Niall.
Go for it.
10 bullets, because the LMG has 10d6.
Hell yeah.
Do you have like the big chain gun?
The chain gun's 50.
All ones.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits.
8 hits, damn.
8 hits.
As you start to light this thing up, and it's like, there's parts of Bergman, there's parts of like bones, there's like parts that seem a little bit more solid than others where all the like ghosts are like tied up together. As you start to light it up and you do solid damage.
Damn.
I'm gonna
Squad E gets better weapons than we do.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my action. I'm gonna roll to reload.
Can I use my action to reload and then my free action to take 5 shots at this guy?
Definitely.
Great. So my reload is a success, thankfully, because I only have 1 dice left in that pool. And with my 5 shots, that's 5, 6. Do I hit on a 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a crit, or not, no, crit's 2 6s. I have 3 successes and 2 failures.
Hell yeah. As you, again, your bullets seem to make purchase.
Yeah.
That's me, guys. I don't got any more bullets.
All right, monster truck, cargo. This thing seems kind of unbothered by this. It's definitely taking damage, but like it's huge. It's like a behemoth.
What's in the room? Can you paint me a
Yeah,
room
so it's
picture?
kind of like it's like a slope down to like a middle area where you imagine like ships would land. There's some like crates and corpses.
Okay.
Crates and corpses.
Crates and corpses.
Yeah. There's like one of those vehicles you can drive around that like have a little thing for like suitcases and luggage on the back.
Like the little trolley.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we just got to put damage down on this motherfucker. I am going to use my remaining 3 rounds in my rifle. Fuck yeah, let's go. That's 2 6s and a 3. So 2 hits for 4.
Nice.
Now, because of my battle belt, I can draw my service pistol as a free action as well. Can I sling my rifle over and draw my pistol and fire that as well, since firing is a free action?
Sure, if you want to.
Then I'm going to do 2 shots with my pistol.
It will be an action to redraw your other gun, though. Just a heads up.
Yes, that's going to be just 1 hit there, so just 1 damage. And then I'm going to, for my actions, I'm going to switch back to my rifle, and I'm going to try to run and jump behind one of these crates as cover.
Guys, I'm just realizing that I could have used milk to save Dave's life.
Oh, too bad.
Honestly, this is
Fuck Dave.
like this is better narratively.
Yes, I guess so.
You tried to, but like the flaming hands like cauterized the parts where it like injects into you.
Honestly,
Fair.
dying got me a gun with ammo. So honestly, I'm winning. You're right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, we're gonna need that LMG to fight Spider Daddy. So
Yeah, for sure. So that's 2 6s and a 2 to get behind, to like dive behind cover.
Oh, okay, yeah. As you run and you like hero leap, regaining one of your action pool if it's 2 6s.
Yeah.
Cargo. Everyone's unloading. This like thing is like flailing about. There's these like spectral limbs whipping. There's like spines getting shattered in its body. There's like parts of fucking Bergman raining down on everybody.
Because she was like right in the middle of it because she fucking shot him point blank in the head. She's gonna back the fuck up while firing her shotgun and then also go for cover.
All right.
So, let's see if I hit. I do not hit. Oh my god.
How do you miss with a shotgun at short range?
I feel like I'm backing up. And you know when people like when they like look behind them, they just kind of like the gun like lifts accidentally into the air every time she shoots it. So, you know, it's like about this height and it just goes like wild into the ceiling because she doesn't know how to aim while also backing up.
Fair.
But I am still going to try and take cover behind that beautiful luggage cart. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
That's just like bones.
It's whatever action pool you want to spend on it.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do 2 just in case. It's not going well for me. Okay. I got a 3 and a 4.
Okay. You make it. You get to dive behind the cart thingy.
Great.
As it is
So good at my job.
Ghost Bergman's turn as he like seems to contract for a moment and then he just shoots out all these ghostly limbs. Everyone in cover, which I believe is monster truck and cargo, resist with advantage. Everybody else, or everyone resist and tell me if I hit you.
we're resisting with
Well, either ammo or action.
Yeah, roll either your action pool or your ammo, whatever remaining ammo you have, and whatever you like successes you get will negate hits coming your way.
And then action pool, you can just choose as many points as you want to risk.
Yeah, same with ammo, right?
I got 2 successes.
I rolled a 1, but my helmet reduces 2, right?
Yeah, you do take 2 less damage.
I have an armored vest, which
Okay.
is 2.
Nice.
And then I rolled a 1 and a 4.
Okay, nice.
Now, question. Does the failure still get taken out of my pool?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. I have 1 die.
I will say, Cargo, you managed to like scramble enough behind, and when the tendril comes, it like rips your armor off, but you're good. Dave, you had two negations, right?
Dave is dead. My new name is Chains.
Well, change. Yeah, true. I'm sorry. The ghost of Dave actually is in the corner cheering you guys on. Or something.
Yeah.
Dave, you take 1 hit, I believe, right? Because you only negated 2.
I negated 2, yeah.
It is in your torso.
Nice, sort of.
So you take 1 to your torso. You also you negate 2 from your armor. Nerdy, but you also got 1, so you don't take any damage, right?
I take nothing?
Yeah. Your helmet gets ripped off your head, but you are unharmed otherwise.
Wait, it gets used?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that sucks.
I think the helmet was even more upsetting because it had like an air filtration system, so you were getting like really clean air, and it sucked.
Wait, I've got a question for you. Did I take 3 hits there?
Yeah.
No, I rolled a 1. I didn't get 1 block.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 1
so
on
you
the
take
die.
you take 1 hit.
To the torso?
We're about to find
We'll
out.
find out.
Oh shit.
Maybe it'll be 2 to your head and you'll just die.
Yeah, also the torso.
Okay, so I take 1 damage to the torso.
Yeah. Monster truck.
I got 2 successes on my cover and 2 failures.
So you take 1 as well. Also the torso.
I've got armor, so I don't take it.
Nice. So you
I have
how much
armored
armor do you have?
Armored vest, 2.
So you now have armored vest 1.
Yeah.
As your guys go, as this thing is just like rampaging, like smashing boxes, lancing out these like tendrils and hitting you, and you see a craft coming in the distance.
I'll go first since my turn is real simple. I do nothing and I get my action points back.
Cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
take a breather.
You're just
Yeah.
like hyperventilating, like after getting like the wind knocked out of you.
There's nothing else I can do because I got no ammo and I got no action points. So
I'm going to shoot 10 times.
Okay. How much ammo do you have?
I have 1 more magazine after this.
Okay.
So, it's going to be jammed though because I rolled 2 1s this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. Rolled well though. The rest are 1s.
Damn.
Yeah. As you like cut a ribbon like right through this thing, but then your gun just like jams. Yeah. You need an action to clear that and then action to reload if you want to.
I actually think I might be out of ammo.
All right. Cargo and monster truck.
I'm going to do the same thing and restore my action pool.
Cool.
I got nothing right now.
All right.
Do we have to say like what ability score we reduce?
Exerting yourself happens instantly and you reduce 1 and get back your remaining. If you skip your turn to like take a breather, you get them all back.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna exert myself because we gotta survive 3 more rounds of this. So I actually am going to like knock down 1 cunning, and then I can still take my actions. So I'm going to use an action to reload, and I still have 2 more magazines, and I'm gonna poke out from behind my cover and try to shoot this fucking thing.
Hell yeah.
Will I have 1 single hit in gun combat through this
believe.
whole show?
I
This is
believe.
it. I feel it.
I know better than to believe.
Yeah. I'm gonna not look. I got a 5,
Yeah!
We did
which
it.
does 2 hits because it's a shotgun.
Yeah. You can see that the spread of the shotgun is so good for a target like this because you don't have to be as precise. So you clip it and like you explode like this like jawbone that's like floating around in this thing.
I feel like it's the first time she's ever actually hit a target in her life. Like, she is allowed to train, unlike Jelly. She has shotguns. She has never hit what she is supposed to before, and this is shocking.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason you're an F squadron.
Yeah. Yeah,
We
clearly.
don't have a reason.
Monster truck.
I quickly unclog my gun with a crit, 2 6s, and then I reload successfully.
You do have another magazine?
I have 1 left. Yeah, we have
Okay.
1 more go.
I was going to toss you one of mine.
Well, I use heavy.
Oh, then never mind.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay in cover, but I'm going to use all 3 of my remaining action pool to attempt a reload of my rifle, and that is a success, 2 successes, 1 failure. So 1 goes away. I keep 2. Arctic Wolf is back up. I'm then going to do an old shoot with 3 rounds from my rifle. That is 2 hits, so 4 damage.
Nice.
Free action with my battle belt, draw my pistol, and 2 rounds coming out of that, and 1 hit there, so 1 more point of damage.
Nice. As you see, like, you guys are just laying down fire on this thing, and parts of it are falling away, and you see one of those, like, ghostly, like, sections just, like, fade from existence, and then another.
Nice.
But there's still a bunch of them, as, again, it just starts lashing out. Everybody resist.
I'm going to use my last 2 action pool because I want to keep my ammo. That's 2 failures.
Oof.
I have 2 successes.
I got a 5 and 3 6s.
Nice.
God. Yeah, this tendril, like, shapes into, like, a spear and shoots at you, and how do you just completely avoid it?
I literally just like slap it like to the side.
We're good. No, thank you.
I got a 5 and a 6.
5 and 6. Okay. Sorry, Chains. How much did you get?
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. So I'll do Jelly first. You take 1 hit.
Great.
It's in the leg.
Which leg?
And it is in the left leg. Take
Great.
1 hit in the left leg. Is that your robot leg or is that your
No,
normal
no,
leg?
my left leg is my human leg.
Okay. Yeah, your one remaining human leg gets skewered for 1 hit.
Oh no. Ow. Oh, my leg.
Chains, you get hit in the arm, and it is the also left arm for 1 point. And then Monster Truck, you're going to take 3 points
Uh-oh.
in the torso.
All 3 in the torso, so he
So-
goes down?
No, I have 1
No,
armor
torso's 4.
left on my torso. So my like fallback or fallout is frail, which means I only have 3 HP in my chest.
Oh,
So if I didn't
shit.
have this armor, this would have killed me. So I'm down to 1 HP.
Yeah, as it
Oh,
like it
shit.
bisects the armor and cuts quite deep into you. You are currently bleeding as well. So
Uh-oh.
every round you're going to
Oh,
take 1
shit.
damage, and then after your torso is done, it's going to start to bleed from your head.
Well, if I take a pointed torso, like I die.
I don't think you die. You just
No,
you
you
only
go
die when your
down.
head
Yeah,
goes
it's
to
only
zero.
hell
And
yeah,
you
no.
get 0.
Okay.
Yeah, and unfortunately, tourniquets only work on limbs.
Mm-hmm.
If
Who's
only.
the medic?
Oh, yeah, I wonder. It was Dave.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, was it Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
was
was Dave.
It was Dave. Dave can stop bleeding.
You see this ship come down, and it's like right above the landing pad, and like the wind is whipping down on you guys as this like creature is like frantically like cavorting, and it is your guys' go.
I'm going to shoot 10 times.
Hell yeah.
Can you get all 6s, please?
All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, worse this time. 4 successes.
Okay. As you see another ghostly section just like disappears.
Now I'm going to run towards the chopper.
Sure. Give me an action roll.
2 action dice left. That's 2 1s. So I feel like I trip in my LMG as I for some reason try to bring it with me, and I just like eat shit.
You've shot so many fucking rounds that it's just like marbles all
Yeah.
over the ground around you.
Oh,
It's just shells.
Yeah.
oh.
All right, Jelly, Cargo, Monster Truck.
Okay, if I energize, I have to resist with nerves,
Yep.
or I can suffer an emotional outbreak.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you have any energizers left?
I've got 2, and they're 2 that might help save my life. So, okay, let me see if I get my actions in the right order. I want to take my first energizer, which is ANX,
Okay.
which prevents emotional outbursts and increases my nerves for 1 by 30 minutes.
Sure.
Okay.
So I regain the nerves back that I got from exerting myself.
Okay.
So I'm back up to 3.
And when it comes time to do your action and your attack, I want everyone to tell me what they're doing as it all happens at once before we resolve everything.
Do I have to roll for the energizers?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Then I'm going to
Actually, maybe you do because it is listed under nerves, right?
yeah. So
So
yeah.
I guess yeah, heat of battle, you're trying to like administer it correctly.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to exert myself,
Okay.
take a hit to my cunning.
Mm-hmm.
I get 4 dice back, and then for my turn and my actions are going to be use the ANX. Then I'm going to use a juice box to stop all bleeding.
Sure.
And then I'm going to... The ship hasn't landed, right? We just see it descending.
It's coming down. You
Yeah.
imagine it'll be on the ground in like a
Then I'm
couple seconds.
gonna make my way like closer so that I can like get in a lot
Sure.
easier. So those will be my 3 actions, and I'm gonna roll all 4.
Jelly and Cargo. What are you guys doing?
No, you go first.
So, okay, I've got a question.
Mhm.
We have 2 more rounds. So does that mean like we have to use an action next round to get on the chopper, or the chopper lands after the creature's turn next round?
It looks like it'll be on the ground, so you can jump in the next round.
Great. I have no more ammunition. Jelly is very smart and is like 99% sure he understands how cars work. I would like to run to the car, get it going, and try and crash into the creature in a way that would like put the car between the creature and the chopper. 3 actions.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 5 dice
Yeah,
Sure.
roll
because
them all.
I'm gonna roll all of them.
And you have milk as well if you want to
I-
give yourself advantage or re-roll.
No, the reroll's so much better than the
fair.
advantage. Oh my god. I rolled 5 5s.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Like, I'm
That's
not.
gotta be. That's beautiful.
That's
Holy
sexy.
shit. Okay, so this is what happens. Jelly, last turn, didn't do a thing. He was in awe of the thing in front of him. He was breathing really hard. Hit the joint where his new limb is connected is just throbbing, and it shocked him for a second to feel it for the first time. The shock of initially getting it on finally wore off, and it knocked him out for a few seconds. But he sees a car, and he's like, I may have lost one granddaddy today, but I think I finally found my family. And his voice drops for the first time as he runs and scooches his tiny body into the driving seat of this golf car. And he looks down, and his toes just barely reach the gas pedal as he finds the key already in the ignition. He revs it up, and he fucking drifts, doing this perfect donut around with this luggage cart, just smacking this spider dragon ghosty thing in the fucking side with the side of the car, blocking its path. And then he turns and he's looking out the door. Next turn, he's going to be barreling towards that chopper.
Amazing. Incredible.
Wow, damn. I feel like the first thing that I do is I take another shot because I'm riding high that I actually hit this thing. So I guess I'll do that. Do I do that first, or do I say everything that I'm going to do?
You can shoot, and then you can do your actions if you want.
Great.
Are you shooting, Dane?
No, yes. Sorry. I will be shooting at the end. Just to resolve my shit, I got 3 successes. I got a 5, a 5, and a 4. So
okay, damn. So yeah, you you get 2 energizers,
Yeah.
and because of the angst, you don't emotionally outburst, which is ruining my day personally. But okay,
I'm just fucking jittering. You see the fucking juice box, for whatever reason, I think the juice box is literally
is a
like
literal
a
juice box with
it's
a
like
needle on it.
Yeah, is like an actual Tetra Pak, and as I drink it in, there's a little bright red fruit punch gel closes up the wound.
Incredible. I did hit once.
Hell yeah, for 2 hits.
No, yes. I hit once, which counts as 2 because it's a shotgun.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to stand there mouth agape as Jelly's voice drops. And they ram this vehicle into the monster. And so if you'll allow, I'll use the rest of my actions to pull Jelly out of the car so we kind of get a head start running towards our incoming helicopter, airplane, hovercraft.
Yeah, the impact of this car tosses the beast over on its side, even though it's half incorporeal, half not. But it's just such masterful driving that he drifts, whipping that trailer up. It goes down. You pump around into it. Monster Truck's jabbing himself with fucking all the medications. Chains is on the ground.
That was really cool.
As the round's gonna come to a close, unless you have something to do, Monster Truck.
I
Are you
shot
able to fire? Didn't you use all your ammo last time?
No, I specifically did. I used. That's why I got hit so hard. Is because I didn't use my ammo to resist. This is my last round, or my last ammunition for my rifle, and I got 2 successes for 4 points of damage.
There was exactly 4 points left.
Let's go!
Oh my god.
Just tweaking so hard on all these fucking drugs on the energizers. I'm
that's why I wanted you guys to do it at the same time, because I figured there was a chance you hit the damage threshold, and I wanted it all to happen. Yeah, monster's thrown on its side by this drift. You pump 2 rounds into it, the remaining bones shatter, and it all dissipates.
I'm tweaking so hard that I'm not aiming where I'm using it one-handed, like a handgun, shooting this rifle.
As the evac ship comes down with the winds pushing you guys past, I assume you all run in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys, just in the nick of time, put this thing down, and as the ship starts to lift off, you see these flaming creatures break down the doors where you had come from, and a few of them fill the courtyard, and then this one long wet hand reaches out through the door. In the ship, there are some armaments that you recognize, including a tactical mini nuke launcher. There's 5 of them.
Hey, Clyde. Thank you very much. I'm going to grab one. I think that the tactical mini nukes are the factory that I worked in, so I know the exact range these things work at. I've had my fingies all over these things my whole life. And as other people grab them and hoist them to shoot along with me, I'm like, hold now. And I fucking take a shot at the factory behind us.
Everyone roll me 3d6. as you see more and more weird shit like clawing its way out of doors. Obviously, whatever the assault earlier was fucked whatever containment held these things in place. Just tell me how many hits you guys got.
I got 2.
Two,
got one.
two. Amazing. As these 4 nukes go off and just absolutely flatten what's left of this facility. As you guys fly off, all of a sudden your ears like you're so yeah, I don't know. I guess they just died. I'm sorry, Dad. I was doing my best, but oh wait, hold on. I got a text that said that the evac ship went somewhere. Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, Clyde, we're on the evac ship already.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I knew that.
Paying attention, Jesus Christ!
You killed Bergman?
Yeah, I thought that's
was our
what
mission.
the gun was for.
Yeah, we shot Bergman in the face and then we pissed on his corpse.
Yeah, and just come deliver me the research that he did, and we'll be golden.
What?
Can't wait to see you on the ship.
Hey, Clyde, you're really fucking bad at your job, man. You gotta know you're not good at. If we have some audio recordings, maybe that's what you mean.
Is there any paper on this evac ship? Because if there is, I'm going to give it to Jelly and just tell him to write whatever the fuck he wants down on these pieces of paper.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's like a little notepad somebody left. They were obviously doing doodles on the last evac.
Incredible. All right, just make some shit up. Some science shit. You know words. Spell.
Sure. We turned ghosts into fire things. We turned ghosts into water things. We turned ghosts into ghost things by connecting the spirits of the ghost to the bones. We made static noises with the bones and the ghosts and the fire things. And then there was the water thing with the really long dick that shoved. We went dick first through the door. It's really important for you to know that it shoved its dick through the door first, which I thought was weird because usually when I'm entering the space, I don't want my dick
Jelly.
first. Yes?
Hey, Jelly, what happened to Dave?
Oh, my granddaddy? Yeah, he fell in a vat of acid and he died.
Yeah, honestly, if anyone
Missed
asks,
that.
I'm just Dave now. I think they'll be pretty mad at me for leaving my last group behind to die.
That's fine.
So-
Dave had a chainsaw thing, but this gun is far better, so we're going to keep that.
Okay, my
I
name's
mean,
Dave.
your name is Chains. So if we just
Yeah.
say, like your last name is Aw, that solves that
Dave
problem.
Chainsaw, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Like Chains is your middle name, and then
Yeah,
Aw is
yeah.
your last name. So your name is Dave Chains Aw.
Mhm.
Right?
There you
I
go.
love that. I'm gonna write that in the notes for the science.
Perfect.
And
They'll never know.
I'm showing Cargo why that's a good reason as to like it's spelling it out and showing the like word play that we're doing here.
I'm explaining the letter H. So it's like a field goal. You see how it's like a cross beam, and if you the field goal, it's a sport they used to play. Back when people had fun.
I've never heard of the sport field goal.
No. It's a rule in a game called football. Don't worry about it.
How'd you
It's
guys
fine.
do this successfully?
I fully write out on the second page of the notepad that I'm going to add Clyde. I write out all of the rules for football.
We're just gonna smash cut to Clyde reading this stuff and being like, I don't know, I guess just give them their life insurance. As you guys come back, Squadron F, heroes, the only survivors of this brutal assault on these illegal scientist rebels, I mean cannibals, wink, and you have done it. You're dirtbags, you're successful, and no one important died.
We pop out the Coronas.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
We're definitely at like a cookout in someone's backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just
At a
roast
picnic table.
roasting on the fire, like slowly being turned over a spit.
Yeah.
Jelly's got a vat of like weird chemicals that are very hot in a barrel, and he's just like smoking a chicken over it.
I mean,
And like
it's
staying in the smoke.
it's like a white A t-shirt with a fucking giant chain. I used all the credits from this mission to just buy a silver cross necklace.
It just says Dave and Jules on it.
Dave's grandson.
We can all realize and take solace in the fact that in like 3 more missions, Dave will come back to life because he didn't actually die.
Well done, Squadron F. I'm proud of you. I do love that everyone did forget that you also had to get the research stuff, but that's all good.
I don't think you said
Was that ever said?
I don't think
He
that was
did say it
ever
at the
said.
start, for sure.
No, when we go back and listen to this,
You guys are going to edit this, and that I swear to God, if you edit that in post, I will
Hey,
riot.
Let me tell you, I do the editing, and as a player, I can edit it out in post. If he did say
I remember being told that we were hunting a cannibal, and that we were going to desecrate graves. And that's
Yeah.
it.
That's all you said.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I almost said Jelly and Cargo, promote yourselves, but no. Nerdy, Claris, what would you like our listeners to know about yourselves, what you got going on, where they can find you?
Yeah, I'm Nerdy,
And I'm Claris.
and that's usually how we say it. Yeah, we are the Nerdy Nightly YouTube channel. Empire, I guess. I don't know. There's so many channels now, which is why I say Empire, because we're in so many places, not because of we're impressive in any way. We on the main channel, we have like reactions and reviews, and we have our podcast, the Nerdy Wordy Book Club. And then Doris has her channels. I'll let her explain those. And then we also do the Roleplay Relay, which is where we do dumb things with TTRPGs, like stream for 173 straight hours from a house with 14 people in it, taking turns. Or where we do like giant charity events like the Heroes Without Borders we did in November, December. Our next project is going to be a charity event with Darrington Press and the team down there. That's going to be coming in March. We're going to be raising money for the wildfire recoveries in California. So we're very excited. Lots of announcements coming with that, the cast and what the premise is going to be. And so, yeah, very excited to keep going with the charity work and raise money for good causes everywhere.
Hell yeah. And you can find me at Claris Polaris for some of my own stuff. I do cosplay. It's kind of main thing I do on my own. So if that's what you're into, you can follow my socials. I also do some like fashion content, but yeah, most of it is all over on the Roleplay Relay, doing the actual plays. I'm actually DMing for the first time on camera. Also going to be it's going to be released sometime in March. I'm doing a Dungeons and Dragons and Stardew Valley kind of crossover.
Nice.
Yeah, so really hyped for that. It's going to be really, really silly. And yeah, I'm super looking forward to it.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks
and go
for having
support
us.
Dirtbags, everyone who listens, because it's amazing.
Yeah.
The links will be everywhere.
Yeah, it was a fun game.